Make the streets hot, trending with my G-Lock. Before you go outside, you heard the boom and his knees drop. Niggas say he hit him broad day, they like he hot. Now we in this busy throwing daddies in the G-spot. Shooters getting shot too, don't care if it's not you. Don't care if you was blood or you was Crip or you was Pyro. And he had the nerve to question me like where they find you. The last nigga tried to pull my car, let me remind you. Fresh up on the block, I show my face and do the touring. Free the trends, they know we do the scoring. If I catch him round the wave, he gon' leave his mother mourning. He was dead by 6 o'clock, we still spinning to the morning. Birds in my rear view, how can I compare to? Ace in the cleaners for a Luna, bought the grams too. Started off with nickel bag, and now I got some grams too. Had the price jumping up in Cali back to Cancun. Whipped it on the stove like I caught my first DV. I flip up my side, all them niggas on PC. Silence block for 3 days, we call that shit at 3 p.m. All we know is gunplay. Catch him at the church, we gon' hit him on a Sunday. No mask, bare face, praying I don't see the state. If they ain't grab us in a week, I know I beat the case, pussy.
Playing A.
40 make the streets hot, trending with my G-Lock. Before you go outside, you heard the boom and his knees drop. Niggas say he hit him broad day, they like he hot. Now we in this busy throwing daddies in the G-spot. Shooters getting shot too. Really get shot, nigga. Act around, nigga. I'm saying like, yo, just go pick your mans up, nigga. Bullet we caught it in on, nigga. Smoking all big boys, bitch.
Ooh, this coffee.
Yeah, right there, we got it. Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up on the Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching in and give me the jeebus. Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up in the Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers.
I think that's exactly what he said.
She be punching in and give me the jeebus.
That's what I would say.
Gang, give me drop shit. I gang bang on some op shit. Sweep niggas up, what? No mop sticks. Pop ups if you drop shit. Headshots, and I swear to God, you not miss. Catching nobody in that cockpit. I'm fly now, you not, bitch. G's up, and I'm roll like in my Peters. Trap houses with the eaters. 4 lines and the leaders. Trap phones, beepers. Page me if you need, son. I'm cooking up your refund. Spinners block, we ain't leaving till we hit, son. Pussy niggas never did none. 06, yeah, I been gunning. Flipping 50 to a big 100. Center size, yeah, I been drumming. Spinners block, that's 6, son. Spinners block, that's 6, son. Pussy niggas never did none. Pussy niggas never did none.
Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up on the Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching in and give me the jeebus. Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up in this Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching in and give me the jeebus. We in the spot, speaking like a shorty, she little collider. Hennessy miss with hypnotic.
Nigga, we supposed to
I ain't gon' fuck if I don't got a condom. All of my niggas chase dollars. Shorty tryna suck up and swallow. You buying the cheese like a nacho. Pull up, we cracking his taco.
Don't believe in debtors. Press a button, they get them. G's with me, they was wrong when I met them. Louis Vuitton, big stepper. On their necks, I won't let up. Run up a bag, tell them come play catch up. 30 on me, I'm so now with the edges. Do a drill and a Tesla. Run around like he metal. These shits hot when they settle. Mask on, that's a stain. Mask off, I'm a dental. Seraphine's by schedule. Big 40 got an echo. Pass it off to Esco. When he up, he gon' let go.
Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up on the Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching in and give me the jeebus. Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter. Man down when I'm up in this Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching in and give me the jeebus.
Can't fuck with my Jesus. Look, nigga, believe it. We'll put you on team. Clippers, did you greasy? Really giving out slices. Pizza Hut. Tree so cold, I sweater. Ice in my vein, no freezing up. Sneak this on our gang, Clippers get them. Pride of Nation run the east side. Peter Parker when the G's slide. Respect the jokes, man, I need mine. Flood the rollie just to freeze time. Thought you did it, that's a Peter. 3 380 Rugal Cola Keisha. Finger fucking that she screams. Trigger beam, double trigger. Rock and roll for my clip. Niggas food, time for dinner. Want the smoke, come and get it. Man, slow the clippers drilling. Spin the hot box in the farm. Gotta watch out for informs. Niggas can't rap, I ain't know 'em. Niggas can't rap, I ignore 'em. Niggas can't rap, I ignore 'em.
Masked up, let's go catch us a Peter.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Man down when I'm up in the Nina.
Yo, I don't even know what.
Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers.
We ain't do nothing Monday.
She be punching and give me the jeebus.
That's why I cannot. I was
Masked up,
like,
let's
wait,
go
what day
catch
is
us a
it?
Peter. Man down when I'm up in this Nina. Nah, bitch, she gon' blow my sneakers. She be punching and give me the jeebus.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What up?
Welcome back to the 40.
Welcome back to the 40 Central podcast. We are episode 161 featuring the one and only Mercedes Johnson. She is in the building here. We are gonna get her on immediately. Let's get her on.
Hey y'all.
Can y'all hear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Just give us a minute. We just have to fix the volume on our end so to make sure all the panelists can hear you.
Okay.
Well, what's up, though? How you feeling?
Good. How are y'all?
Good. Black, blessed, and highly favored.
I was nervous because I couldn't find my earphones, so I was like, hopefully y'all can hear me.
Oh, no, you good. You good.
You're loud and clear. No, it's good.
I don't know.
Somebody talk.
So you can hear all of us okay?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You was nervous? Well, I heard you was nervous. That's all I heard.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Nervous is over.
Okay. So how are you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I apologize. We got to give her the introduction she deserves before we even ask about how her day was, how she is.
Introduction.
Yeah, for sure. So I found out about our wonderful special guest after a tweet that went viral and shook up the nation. It was a tweet that definitely sparked a lot of productive conversations, not only here, but around like just spaces where people work in general. We're going to definitely get into that. Someone who is definitely a positive influence and just like a joy and an energy to be around. And, even just like the back and forth little conversations that we had, like it's always been like positive and, trying to collaborate and work together and trying to do, something to push the culture forward. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Mercedes Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all are just killing me today with this introduction.
That's JT. That's what you do.
How are you? How was your day?
So my day was good. How are y'all doing? Okay, I don't know everybody.
Okay, so I'm Justin. That's James, JT. I don't know what you've been calling him by. Kevin and Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Your uncle, yeah, you know the vibes.
Uncle Warren.
He almost said it.
Uncle Warren.
He almost said it.
Nah, stop it.
He almost
I don't know what.
He almost said it. Y'all heard it, right?
He almost said Theo.
He almost
said Theo. Definitely.
He's
did.
not my uncle.
Definitely is.
My bad.
But we came up here to have a good time. So basically what we do is we're going to have like a little, I don't know how much time you've given us or how much time we got with you, but we're going to interview you. And then if you want to stay on and you just want to talk with us, then we can do that too. Just have some fun.
Okay.
Anything off limits? Because we go crazy.
Off limits. I don't have a PR company anymore, so I came on here ready.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no. Something is off limits. I cannot mention the name of the company that I was just working for.
Oh no, we don't do that.
Oh, we don't honestly.
Okay. Y'all
That wasn't
have
even
me
gonna be one of our
under the
questions. But want to start it up?
Sure. Let's start off with just the basics. Can you just tell our audience, who you are, where you come from, and some of the things that you do?
Yeah, so my name is Mercedes. I'm currently living in Atlanta, downtown, not metro, downtown.
Nice.
I work in corporate, but I do like HR, talent acquisition, things like that. And so I've been doing this for probably about 8 years now. And so I've done everything to HR, talent acquisition, recruiting, all of that. And so that's a little bit about me.
She does both of our jobs.
I knew one day I was going to say that. I promise you, I knew one day I was going to say that.
Wait, what is that? One of y'all works in HR?
Yeah, he's
I'm
HR.
HR for the pod. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't have nobody else, so we had to choose him.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
What is your job?
Talent acquisition 40 Central.
Okay. So you go out and find the people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Nah, Kev definitely brought a couple. Yes, you know what? You were right. You definitely did bring a couple of good, talented people on the pod. So yes, you can wear that badge.
Well, listen, I got that
What
badge.
type of talent are we talking about? Singers or like musicians?
Singers, rappers.
I mean, he's brought a singer on. We bring anybody up here.
Okay.
You have a
Just
talent.
anybody, not just anybody.
I'm about to say,
We can bring anybody up here if they have a talent they want to show it.
Special people like her is what we bring. We don't bring just anybody.
That was nice, but
That was great.
that was great. But we like to try to like show off everybody if they have a talent or something like that. Or we had a cook up here before. We've had
DJs.
We have DJs. We've had who else? A lot of rappers, singers,
public activists.
We had a senator, cop,
firefighters,
yeah.
Oh.
So it's like a multitude of things that we could like try to shine light on.
Okay.
And now we have you,
the
multi-talented singer,
Miss Know Your Worth.
I saw your guys' original video of what happened.
Oh, let's start there.
There you go. All right, we get into it. All right.
Whoa.
I saw it.
So what do you think about that then, I guess?
I feel like, I don't know. I've seen so many videos that you guys' was probably the nicest. I mean, I've been called every name in the book. And so, I mean, I saw it and I understood the perspectives. So
was there like
so I was gonna be honest.
Let's get to the context. So basically the context is her tweet that went viral was basically shedding light on the fact that our culture does not know our worth when it comes down to interviewing or going for a position of employment. And sometimes you might show up thinking one thing, you can actually get more if you actually ask questions, but we're not at that point to ask these questions in interviews. Most of us don't even ask, like when they ask us, do they have questions for us? We just go no, and we just go about our business. And it's technically wrong. So that's where that conversation started. And then some of us agreed on the pod and some of us didn't agree. And then we had a conversation about it, which was a great conversation.
Oh, I remember what I said. Okay.
Well, I kind of wanted to give a little bit of backstory of how like all of this came about.
That's exactly what I was just going to ask you right now. Like, what was the beginning of that?
So it was just a regular Friday and I was working from home and I post things like that on my private Facebook account all the time. And so I was more so thinking that my Facebook group or whatever would receive that because I post things like that all the time. The thing that happened was one of my followers reshared it and then somebody from their account put it on Twitter. So it was originated on Facebook. And my Facebook following ain't all that. So I know like it didn't come from my page. And so literally within 30 minutes, I mean, it went crazy and I wasn't really paying attention to it. But later that night I had went out and a friend of my friend that I went out with called him and was like, your friend is viral. She's getting dragged. And, I don't have her number. You need to reach out to her. And we're looking on Twitter. And I mean, it's just, it went crazy. Like, I mean, by the end of that Friday, we'd already hit like 1 million. Like,
damn. Wow.
So,
that's viral for real.
Wow. Yeah, that's big.
Like, y'all was really upset about this,
Yeah, so the tweet was, if I can remember, because
I can just read it.
Yeah, can you read it?
So it says, I just offered a candidate $85,000 for a job that had a budget of $130,000. I offered her that because that's what she asked for, and I personally don't have the bandwidth to give lessons on salary negotiation. Here's the lesson. Always ask for the salary you want, in parentheses, deserve, no matter how large you think it might be. You never know how much money a company has to work with. Hashtag be confident.
So my first question, especially with that, did you offer that candidate that money or did they ask for that upfront?
Okay, so this is what happened. The candidate was like telling me about her experience and everything. She gave me a salary that she was making, and it was like in the 50s. And so she told me, like, I was like, well, what is it that you're looking for your next role? And she was like, I really want 85, or I don't remember what she said, 80K or whatever I said on the post. And I was like, okay, like, boom. Like, it was a large gap for her. And the reality of it is that every employee cannot make the same amount.
That's true. You have a budget.
It's crazy. I remember that conversation.
Me too.
And I'm almost certain that somebody on the pod said that what if like that was to come up for her, so therefore that's why she took it.
That's what I think I said that. I remember.
I think that like there was so many different things that happened in that conversation. Like it was a great conversation. And it should happen more often because again, we don't know what you can get. Like if a company offers you this, technically you're probably worth a little more if you actually push for it and stuff like that, but we don't know that. And we'll just settle.
This is something I need to get off my chest.
Get it off.
Most of the people who had an issue with what I said don't understand how company or corporations operate. And so you guys will know because this is going to blow up and you guys are probably going to, start making money. Lots of money.
Hey, I like that.
But when you're looking at people that have like corporations of a large funding and things like that, you're trying to get the best product for the least amount of money. That's what owning a business is. And so when you look at it that way, we're recruiters, and I don't know about these new recruiters who are woke, and their company is like so transparent that they want to share all of their whatever the company revenue and all that. But I come from like a company where they teach you, okay, like you give the candidate what they ask for, and you don't share the big budget. There's a lot of things that go into creating a budget. Room for growth, room for if you need to pay out a severance, room for, what I mean? You can't just give people everything. And I feel like I was called like a gatekeeper and a capitalist. I'm like, but if we gave everybody 130K no matter what, companies would be bankrupt.
That's true. That's true.
No, I agree. I think, well, thank you for saying that we were the nicest, because I think that a lot of us I think we all took that conversation we did have was really good. It lasted for a really long time.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that like putting everybody's circumstances into it in situations where it's like, I would have did this or would have did this. Like sometimes really a lot of people don't know what they would have done. Because if I'm making 50 and you giving me a $30,000 jump, I think I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for me to ask. You get what I'm saying? I like, if I'm making it good on 50,000 and you give me 85, like shit, okay. Maybe people feel like, oh, I look stingy or I look like I'm asking for too much if I ask for 90, 100.
Yeah, and people don't know their worth, and they don't. And when you're going out and looking for a job, this is what blows my mind. I'm sorry. What blows my mind is people go out and look for jobs, and then they know that the job is not going to pay their bills. Like, why would you take?
I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people like that.
Right, and then it's like the recruiter's like, well, how much do you want to make? $20 an hour. Like, you're going to struggle. So it's like worth. When I'm talking about worth, 50% of it is like, what's going to make it so that you're not on the street every month? Because that affects your work, what you're going to do. If you cannot make ends meet and you don't have any money, you're going to hate going to that job.
That's true.
And so, like, I just don't get how I was dragged. And then, the word that people wanted to, like, drag me, because I know this girl put on Twitter, she made, like, a shirt. And I wish I had the picture. She made a shirt that said bandwidth on it. And I'm like, I should have made them shirts. But she made a shirt that
what you can do is check if they copyright that shit.
Yeah.
We can make that shit right now.
No.
We're gonna cut that part out.
I know. We can't. It's live. Can we cut it out? Okay.
We'll try.
But they dragged me for saying bandwidth. But it's like when you're a recruiter and you're actually doing your job, like you have to talk to multiple people per day. And I can't sit on the phone with one girl talking about, girl, you should, you know what I mean? And if you can do that, that's cute. Like your job, your company is at a level where you don't have a lot on your load, but that was not my story. So
okay.
So you fellas, like, since we're talking about it, have y'all ever thought about, like, if you had to leave your present job right now, like, what would be your selling point? What would be your price? Have y'all ever thought about that? Because I've thought about that.
Yeah, I've thought about that with us in general. Yeah.
Like literally, like in my profession, because like I can sell myself to a different company. Like I have stipulations. Like I am not going back out in the field ever again. That's like if I have to leave my company, I'm not going out in the field. I want to take home car. I like my expertise and my everything, my time on the job warrants stuff like that. So I will not settle for anything less than that. And I've always thought about that. That was the reason why when it came down to that conversation, I said what I said because I know my worth. My worth is more, first of all, my worth is more in my company than a lot of people even realize. And a couple people actually mentioned it and I just like, all right, as long as you know, I ain't got to say it. Boom, and that's it. So now selling myself to another company is totally different. But I'm not going to settle for, because I'm leaving New York and I go to, say, Florida and y'all, like, this is the standard. I don't want the standard because I'm not the standard. I'm better than the standard. That's the whole point. My knowledge on the job is better. And that's the reason why it was more important when I said, like what I said. When basically I was basically saying she was right about everything that she said.
She's 100% right.
She was 100% right. If you don't ask your asking price, if you don't show up for what you want, you're not gonna get what you want. Like
you gotta have that conversation.
And that's the reason why the conversation. But again, like Justin said, 30,000 more than what you were already making might work for somebody. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think 30,000. I don't think people could pay 30,000 more than what I'm already making now. I'm not like throwing it out there like that crazy, but that's not gonna be enough for me. Like take home cars. I need more benefits. I need more certain shit. I need more of to leave my company to go to yours. That's the difference.
My job right now is positioning me to elevate myself because I got tenure in my job. So it's like what I could. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I could do no wrong on my job. You know, so I got tenure in my job, and they're positioning me to get into a higher position. So I know my worth and whatever it is. And, you know, we negotiated salaries or whatever it is, and we know when I get the position. And it's been accepted. So yeah, you got to have that conversation. You have to create your own brand. Your life is your brand. Mm-hmm. So, and that's why I try to tell people that too. You know, everything you do, it's you. You have to create your own brand. And if anybody tries to change it, then you just have to change your circle.
Yeah,
I agree. I've thought about that in our situation, which we haven't had anything yet. But I feel like if you come with us with a number, that means we're worth more than that.
Exactly.
So I've always thought about where this is gonna go in a sense, and I'm like, okay, if you think that we're worth $1 million, I think we're worth a little bit more than that because you see the potential in me.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's the whole point.
Why I made the post is because no matter how many people drag me, now everybody that's seen the post, the next time they go and interview, in their mind they're gonna be like,
what am I worth?
Yeah, and there was like, why'd you post that? Whatever, because somebody, in order for there to be a change happen, somebody had to sacrifice. So I was like, okay, like I'm okay with what happened because every time something shifts in this world, somebody had to sacrifice for it.
That is true.
What do you feel about that?
I think it's easy to say, know your worth, but most people don't know what that means. And I think that's the part where we need to have more conversations about. So like, even like when Warren said, like, I know I'm not accepting anything less than X, right? How do you even get to that point where you are now able to quantify and identify the things that you know you're not going to go without? And I feel that's the hardest part because we don't know what we're worth. And if you don't know what you're worth, why should you even step into a negotiation room if you don't know what you're worth? And I think that's the part where we need more conversations. Like, how do you calculate your worth? And what does that mean? Because I be seeing some people that be like, yo, I'm worth X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I'll work with you. You ain't worth.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't worth that. But that's my opinion.
No, but no, because I let people know on the job, like, nah, you're not there yet, bro. You got some work to do, this, that, and other. I'm not the perfect employee, but if you got to count on me, you can count on me. That's it. That's the whole point. And if we can't count on you, if you can't make those kind of moves or whatever, then that's the issue. And then you have to reevaluate yourself. I actually got talked to at a very young age to say, all right, listen, you have an opportunity to either be the stereotype. I was young, black, mischievous, whatever, all that. You could be the stereotype, or you could surpass that and you could become one of the better employees of this company, regardless of that. And that's what I worked towards. So now, since you said, we know this, now I can slack off when I want to slack off because they know when it's time to show up, Warren shows up. And that's knowing your worth. That's the difference.
Your opinion on that?
I think on a practical level, I think like where everyone can start is looking up the job or looking up how much. Okay, this is the reality of it. The reason why people are paid the way that they're paid now is because nobody is pushing back. People would be paid more if more people push back. And if it became like a general thing, then companies would know, okay, then I'm going to have to start paying more for. That's the reason why a lot of people don't know. That's the reason why going contract blew out the water, because more people started doing it. They're like, okay, boom, I don't have to stay at a company for a long time. I'm getting paid 30% more. Yeah. And I can, like, I don't get tired with the job. You know what I mean? And so it's like more people push back, more people, the more your wages go up. But I like to say, if you start off with researching and seeing, okay, what is the base pay for this specific job or industry, then you start adding tax. Okay, how much is it going to cost me to live per month? Then what is my work ethic like? Okay, do I have any schooling? Because another thing that is a slap in everybody's face is if you pay $150K to go to school and then you're not even making close to that. And so it's like, I know some people that have a master's degree still making $20 an hour.
Damn.
And that won't be me. As a matter of fact,
can't live on $20.
Never mind. I'm not going to be, James is going to get me if I say that.
Nah, it's okay.
Go ahead. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say up here.
I just feel like, I just feel like there's parts of education that are a scam. So that's just my opinion.
Oh, no, I agree with that. Yeah, I actually I teach that to the kids. I told them, don't go to college.
But I'm like, you need to do all of that.
That's like wow. The teacher telling the kids.
What he said?
What did he say?
I said, I tell the kids, like, don't go to college. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, bam. I tried 4 times and I can't do it. Like, I can't. And I'm making more than my friends that went to college.
I just want to say something. Like, we up here, whatever you say, we good. Okay. Like, we gonna say it back. Yes. And it's nothing to us. Like, We just
we're not
say whatever you
looking for-
feel like you got to say.
I promise you, we probably said some worse
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
worse-
And we probably think worse.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
This world is a scam, and people want to cancel me, and I'm like, there are so many people that has a list of things that can be canceled for every day, but they decided to cancel me. But I'm like, people want to cancel me, but you're not going to succeed until you realize that this world is a scam.
Listen, we don't believe in cancel culture up here.
What'd
We
you
don't.
say?
We don't believe in cancel culture up here. We hate it.
Thank you. But this world is a scam. You need to be up on game in everything that you do. Information is not going to drop itself at your front door. And that's the reason why I have no sympathy for people that have a problem with what I posted. Or what if I don't know my words? Okay, if you really care, like if you really wanted to know, or if you maybe it's my mindset, but it's like, I don't get how people like go to work and come home and live on the bare minimum and like they're okay with that. If you're okay with that, cool. But I didn't post that post for people who are okay with that. I posted the post for people who want to do something different and actually start getting what they're worth out of this life. Because I promise you, these companies are getting everything out of you. You're spending your whole life at these jobs. You barely get to see your family. They want to say, oh, we have benefits. But at the end of the day, I'm still paying for them. So whether they're good or not, I'm still paying for them. Like... You know what I mean? You're not getting anything. All you're doing is paying me a little bit, and I'm changing your whole company, your whole world. A lot of people don't know. Sorry, I'm getting passionate. A lot of people.
No, be passionate. Be passionate, please.
I'm like, a lot of people don't even know that CEOs can be changed like on a company. You could work for a company and become the CEO because CEOs get changed daily. And so, like, really, it's about what is your mindset? Like, when you get your job or when you get with a company, what is your mindset to get a raise? That doesn't make any sense because guess what? When you're working for a company, your raise is only going to be between 2 and 5% each year, which is trash. And so, if you go in,
cost of living.
it is. If you go in and you say like, oh, I'm going to make 80K, but it's okay because in 6 months or a year, I'm going to get a raise because boo-boo, it's going to be trash. It's going to be like $1 or $2. No, you need to come in on the front end where you want so that those little raises are like cute little, things, but I'm just like, I don't know. I guess for me, it's about the mindset. I don't like when people go to companies are like, oh, I just want to be at a company for 10 years and whatever. Like, no, if I'm going to sign up with a company, this is my 3 things. If I'm going to sign up to be with a company, I'm looking for the company to give me something that I can take and run with, for me to come to a company and take over the company, or for me to come to the company and, I don't know, because the company is like a lot of money or something. So to get me to where, like, these companies are supposed to be vehicles to what you need to do. This is not supposed to be, and I promise you, I don't mean no harm for people who want 10-year or want to be with companies for 20 years, but I'll be darned if I give a company 20 years and I'm not the CEO, or I don't have my own company on the side, or I'm not a millionaire. I'm not doing it.
What makes you so passionate about that?
It makes me passionate because when I was growing up, it was a big deal to go to college. It was a big deal to be educated. If you were educated, you were the bomb.com. You were like the cream of the crop. And I just feel like that's trash because every time I would get into the classroom, I'm like, I can take a 6-week course and figure this out. Like, I can, you know what I mean? I don't need to. Now, mind you, there's a lot of steps in life where you need to go through the process. But when it comes to like the way in which college is presented, and this is my opinion, and people might cancel me. I'm not afraid anymore. But I just feel like if you're going to be a medical doctor, you need college because you're not about to kill me in the emergency room. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But if you are doing something like in the tech industry, I can hook you up with so many companies. That's why I became passionate about it, because I do not feel like that just because you go to college or just because you have continued education, that you're better. Now, I believe that people are defined better by how much investment they make in themselves. And so I do this for people who want to start off their life and they're like go-getters and they want to be after it. That's what I do it for.
Okay. I think that's very interesting because like what do you say about people who do like service sector jobs? Like teachers, police officers, where the range of salary is very, very limited. So like, what would you say to like someone who has a job like that, who wants to make more money, but then they're like, yo, you pretty much work at a school, we can only give you
Capped out.
this.
So when it comes to teaching, I just feel like I get so angry when I have this conversation because I'm like, you would pay a basketball player all this money, but not the teacher that taught them in school. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to solve that problem. And shame on the people who haven't, or, who don't care. I don't know. But I think there's a lot of ways that teachers can make more money, but I tend not to get into that much because we're already losing teachers as it is. But honestly, it's like because they can't afford themselves. And I've consulted with some teachers where I'm like, I've got them making $250K being a tutor or a homeschool teacher, or, and that's like a starting salary. And so I'm telling you, in Atlanta,
cases for that. Let me know. Take the job. I'll take that shit.
Because the one thing that people care about, the one thing that people is not going to play about is their children. And so there's a whole society of parents out here that are willing to break the bank for their child, and I'm going to be one of them.
Well, we know because then them parents in California just get in trouble for putting all that money up for their kids to go to them certain schools and got caught.
Oh yeah. That was a big scandal.
Wait, you talking about the white lady?
You know what's crazy? Black parents was putting their kids in different zip codes and putting no money up, just putting their kids in different zip codes. And
we do that shit all the time.
I just said it. Nigga. Like, are you listening to what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't, because I was thinking about the
I said black parents been doing that for a long time, but all we did was just put our kids in a different zip code. They were actually paying for their kids to go to do this, that, and the other.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Like it's different, like if I'm putting my kid in the school, like at my grandmother's house, or my mom's house, as opposed to like I'm gonna pay for somebody to take the SAT.
Yeah, absolutely.
For my kid to get there. That there's a big difference there.
You never took the SAT for somebody?
No.
All right, let me shut up.
Yeah, it's too late now, nigga. Fuck. I got over it. When somebody for me to take their GED shit, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I did it.
No, I was going to say, like, to me as a future parent, like, I'm more concerned with like them, what they're building, like from birth to high school, because I already know, like, I don't know what choice you're gonna make, but like if I can get you like to a certain confidence in yourself, and that's another thing about parenting. I feel like we clap about the wrong things. We clap about you getting a good football game or whatever. We clap about the wrong things. No, how about we clap about some of these soft skills and you being a good human being? But I'm just like, I'm more concerned about like my child having a good foundation so that whatever you want to do, I know that your mindset is to be ahead of the game.
I agree with that. Yeah,
yep.
Absolutely. We be clapping for these kids and they can't even read.
Yeah, but Boo Boo is good on a football game. I could care less about it.
It's crazy.
Okay.
I see it all the time. Kid can't read. Forget it.
Nah, talking shit. Like,
I don't want to implicate anybody, but I've just seen
a
lot of questionable things when it comes to like kids in sports and how, like you said, we champion kids that are these like super talented athletes, which is fine because, not school isn't everybody's thing, but there are just certain basic things that you should know how to do in order to survive in the world. And one of them is to be able to read at a 4th, 5th grade level. And there are some kids who I know that are in high school that cannot read at a 5th grade level.
We know that.
I know people that
you
can't.
can go back and watch movies and they explain that shit. Go watch Blue Chips. Read. Go watch all them basketball movies that they was pushing to make sure these talented kids went to go play ball in their colleges, whatever. Yeah, go watch those movies. They do it all the time.
I know people that can't read and become carpenters like Jesus.
What?
So you went there?
Wait,
who knows Jesus could read?
You went there.
They didn't have.
Who needs to read when you could walk on water?
I'm just learning the power of reading, and I'm like, my generation doesn't even like to read.
I don't like to read. I'm an avid. I say that shit all the time.
But there's a difference between like the
inability
to read.
I'm iffy. I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to actual reading, I'm iffy. Like, I got to be like ultra stimulated to read this for a prolonged period of time. And if it's not there, I promise you, I can't do it.
So to be completely honest with you, I hate reading, right? But I don't know if you watch any like Marvel shit. You watch any of that? All right, so what? Okay, cool. So She-Hulk. I was watching She-Hulk, and then I saw the ending, and then after that, I went on like a binge of like an hour of just reading like what's coming next and stuff like that.
See, so it's not
But
that you don't like reading.
I just don't like unless it's stimulating to me. That's the only time I could read. But just for me to sit down and have a book in my hand and say, okay, I'm gonna go read.
It just depends on what book you have, and I think you're not.
Tried, bro.
So what it is?
You got to find your motive.
Yeah.
What do you like to read?
Yeah.
I don't like to read.
Like fictional books.
Nigga, you just read an hour.
I've read because I wanted to know something.
That's the whole point of reading.
Okay, that's good. If you can do that, then that's good.
One thing tells me,
Absolutely, they are. You are not in the right section.
We have books that are like documentary books and stuff like that. You could
Listen,
read and learn about certain things too.
I don't want to learn.
Huh?
I can just YouTube that shit.
So you in the microwave era. That's what it is.
Listen, we have a lady
That's the
here,
microwave era.
and we're not going to talk about what I like to read. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, I love to read.
I mean, I'm like, I
So
don't like.
Nobody did that but you.
All right, I'm good. What you were saying, because you said you like to read that too.
I can't read no Harry Potter shit, man, but I love to read.
If I have a free day, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I get to read today. But I think it's more so of like, if I know that there's something I need out of a book, I'm gonna read it.
How do you know you need it out of the book though?
Because if I'm like, this is something. Ooh, never mind. This is something that I'm learning right now is like imposter syndrome, right? And I know that I need to get over that. Then I'm going to get the books to get over that, or I'm going to get the, it's like certain times in our lives we need to, read
certain things that you'll find in a book that you will not find on TV, and because the book is going to give it to you raw. So it's just
honestly,
pause.
No, I don't think the book gives it to you raw. I think the book is going to just be the book, and your imagination takes the book where it needs to go. And no matter what, that's the reason why we all read differently, because your imagination is going to take you beyond that point of the book. I don't know. JT, does that make any sense?
I'm pause, and I'm like, are we pausing the podcast? And then I just thought in my brain, like, he's saying pause.
Yeah, no. He said the book is gonna give it to me raw. I said pause.
I'm gonna take it here.
Welcome to New York.
The story, the actual, like for instance, the actual story of Columbus, you will find it in a book. You will not find that on TV. That now they're pushing a little the actual story about Christopher Columbus on TV, little stories. But back in the day, you weren't finding it on TV. So these are the things that'll be in books, but on TV they'll give you the whole thing that he traveled the ocean because he wanted to see if the world was flat, and
I read that in the book.
He had barbecues with people.
I read that in the book. I didn't say that on TV.
A book in school, right?
Yeah.
Well, a book that's textbook. That's the difference.
It's a book.
If you go to a library, I
didn't see it on TV.
And you do
that's what I'm
actual
saying.
research on actual books, you'll find the actual story. I knew about the Columbus story since I was 15.
I didn't.
Since I was 15, I knew about the real Columbus story.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
I was brainwashed when I was a kid.
Well, I was brainwashed too, but it's just like I knew there's always not one side, not two sides, but three sides of a story. So I already knew that the information would have to be out somewhere, and I searched for it, and I found real information. So
my biggest, the book that changed my thought process on reading certain things was Behold the Pale Horse. When I read that, I was like, nah,
that's a good one too.
this is
What's it
different.
called?
Behold the Pale Horse.
Never heard of that.
Conspiracy.
Behold the what horse?
Behold the Pale Horse.
Pale horse.
Yeah.
And then you start.
It's a good
That's
one.
when you start breaking down shit. You start looking at what's going on, and there's reasons why they show you certain. It's. I don't want to talk about it on air. Like we don't need to do that right now. But yeah, Behold the Pale Horse is.
His episode probably get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. There's a lot of shit.
You know what I like to read?
That's where I started. All right, so that's
Dr.
a Conspiracy Monday conversation. No bullshit.
I'm about to buy that book.
Yeah.
That's a good book though.
You probably get it for free. No bullshit.
They got it in the library.
Yeah, you probably get it for free. You ain't got to buy it.
That's where I read it at.
My son be tight. He be like, yo, read this to me. I'll be like, all right. I skim through the shit.
You know what? You know what's crazy?
It sounds like Mayweather when he reads.
I don't even know. Maybe Mercedes knows this book. I don't know if it's called Good Hair.
It is called Good Hair.
I
think it's called Good Hair, where it's like the mother went to work and the father and the daughter was at home all day, and the father was trying to do his daughter's hair, like for whatever, and he just kept messing up, and he finally got it. Like TT loves that fucking book, yo. And no matter what, like we sit there, I'll be chilling, and she'll bring that book to me, and I'll read it 1,000 times.
That's fire.
Oh, I wonder why she loves it.
Because her hair.
Because he don't know how to do her hair.
I do know how to do her hair.
See, to me, that says like she's like really interested in herself right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more books like discovering that. I love that.
Yeah, TT's different.
Y'all good on books?
We good on books.
Right.
Clearly, you done.
Need more books.
So, avid singer. I was on your page,
Justin to read a book
and you was singing in church. I'm not gonna read a book.
Hold on, you started in church?
Right? Am I
You
right?
calling me out for being a singer?
I want it because you got a nice voice.
Thank you.
So you were singing in church?
I do sing in church.
Oh, so you sang. You don't
She
sing. You sang
with a
yeah,
with an A.
Exactly. If you in church, you gotta sing. You can't sing.
And he was lead. You act like he wasn't lead.
Background. I don't have like that background that people who sang have.
That don't. What is that? What is the background?
Like that. Never mind.
Gonna give a sample?
No, but I'm just saying. I don't. You know how people sang come from like background or like Church of God in Christ. I've never been to those churches.
What kind of church do you go to?
I go to like a non-denominational Christian, nice, worshipy type church.
But you were singing.
You know the difference because you asked that question.
No,
exactly.
I'm sorry.
You don't go to church?
Sure.
Do y'all believe in God?
I believe in God.
Okay.
I do believe in
I believe
God.
in a higher power.
But yeah, exactly. I believe in God.
You're about to put us down a wormhole. You know that right
now.
Right?
Yeah,
I know. I believe in God. I have a perception on religion, right? Mm-hmm. And I believe in God 1,000%. But my thing with religion is I just feel like that I've heard conversations with two religions having a view on something, and it seemed pretty divisive, So like when I had a conversation on a previous episode of the pod, we had a conversation about this, that Catholics and Christians believe that Jesus rose from the dead on Sunday, and the Jews believe that he was still on that cross. So when you have a conversation with a Jew, they will state that he was still on that cross, and the Christians and Catholics believe that he had gotten off that cross. So it becomes like you are disrupting their intelligence behind that, So it becomes a whole situation that they want to come into an argument. And these are reasons why. That's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why I don't believe in religion. I just believe in the Most High. I believe in God. Because at the end of the day, all religions believe in the same God. It's just they have different things that lead to that God.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it.
Who do you think God is?
Shit.
Evan?
Who you think God is? Yeah.
God is energy, the highest energy in the world, in the universe.
So to build off of that, I believe that we all have God within us, and at certain points we transcend the norm, and we actually we have both. It's
I'm not an atheist, by the way.
It's a 360. In our bodies, in our life, everything's a 360. So therefore, you have 180 positive, 180 negative. And if you operate on 180 positive for the most part, that's just going to return to you no matter what. If you operate on the 180 negative, then that's going to return to you no matter what.
Like karma?
Most people, excuse me?
Like karma?
Karma.
Yeah,
All right. So, yes, karma. All right. That's the word given to it. Yes.
Okay.
What about 1080i?
Nigga, that is your TV.
What is that?
Shut up. But so a lot of all right. So for instance, a lot of 5% is where I learned a lot of this from the 5%. That's what they believe. It's both sides.
They believe that they're their own God.
So what happens is for instance, it starts from if God made you in His image, then therefore you are also God. And you should carry yourself in that manner, and that's the whole point of, which, like you said, that's how we should carry ourselves. But every now and then we might stray off the path, which is the 180 negative. So it's a back and forth fight, no matter what. You're always gonna go in that fight, no matter what. But that's the higher power. To me, just means that you. So, for instance, my higher power, that I tap into, might be different than what you tap into, what he taps into, what you tap into, what she taps. That's the energy that you're bringing. Like you said, it's a higher energy. We can't all produce the same kind of energy. We all produce energy, but it might just travel in a different manner.
Yeah,
and that's the higher power. It's almost like fulfilling your purpose. I hate to say it like that, but that is the only way I can express it. You found your purpose, so you use all your energy in that manner to execute that purpose.
Okay.
Would you like to rebuttal that?
And with my vision on it, that I feel like that I'll be able to, with my vision on certain things, I'll be able to step into every religion. And because I studied a lot of different religions, and I learned a lot about Buddhism and 5%ers. I learned a lot about Christianity, Catholicism, you name it, Judaism. I studied a lot of it, and like I said, they all boil down to the same thing. So I feel like I could step into any religion and have that conversation about their religion. But it's just that I've seen so many. I've seen people argue and be discriminated against upon religion. And I was saying this before, that I felt like that if you just take away religion and just believe in God, 100%, this world will be a better place. And that's my perspective on it.
How do you feel about what they said?
So, this is what I'm confused about sometimes when people say that God is a higher power. But then they say that we are God, but we fall off. But I'm confused because if we believe that God is a higher power, He's higher than us, but we are God, but then we can't fall off, right? But we do. So we can be like Him, or we can strive to be like Him, but can we be a God if we fall
can never be
off?
a God. I believe we can never be a God.
I feel like that He lives inside of us, or we can aim to be like Him, but I don't believe that we are God.
We can never be a God.
Because if He's perfect, right, and He's higher than us, and we fall off, we can't be Him.
Warren.
So that's what she believes. No, that's not a knocking what.
Are you a 5%er?
No, I just believe I believe in a higher power.
Well,
I used to follow the 5%ers lifestyle. I used to go through.
I've been to.
I've done like you said. I've gone to different religions, stuff like that. When it comes down to being God, but I think God made us in his image to basically carry on your life the way you see fit. So therefore, once you see, like, no matter what, it's not falling off. It's just the way you see fit. That's how you live your lifestyle. But as long as you acknowledge, like we talk about this all the time, as long as you acknowledge, you repent, you do this, that, and the other, no matter what you do, you're repenting, you understand where God is, but you might fall off your whatever. That doesn't make you less of God. That just means that you're on the opposite end of that 180 scale. And that's what I'm saying.
Well,
and
let
that's
me
what I
ask
look at.
one question. I got one question.
Okay.
Talk to
So
us.
for instance, when I birth a child, right? And I'm training them and I'm made them or whatever, and I'm trying to make them into somebody great or help them be somebody great, but I don't feel like I would do the training to make them into somebody great or whatever, just for them to do what they want to do. So I'm wondering, when you say that he makes us in our image, but we carry it off, why would he make us in his image for us to just do what we want to do anyway?
Because you have free will in the first place. That's what he tells you.
Okay.
Number one, as soon as you were made, as soon as you was born, you had free will. You can do whatever you want. That's the reason why people forget that the devil was a fallen angel. You had free will. But you cannot, you can't occupy in this space because you're too negative. See how that works? Your free will was too negative, so you gotta go somewhere else. But he was still an angel, no matter what. And he took his disciples with him to wherever he went. Because I also believe that heaven and hell is also in the same place, no matter what. It's what you make of the place that you're in. Brother, if you having a great time, you doing this, you're operating at the highest vibration, the level of this, that, and the other. You are in heaven, no matter what. But if you always negative, you're always down, you're always bad, this, that, and the other, you're operating in hell.
Hey. What? What?
That's a surprise.
Hey. I can't see the face.
I'm so sorry, Mercedes.
Stranger danger.
Can you? Come on inside. I'm sorry.
I gotta get up.
What the hell?
I want to get up, but I'm afraid to hit
Wait,
those wires.
don't step on the wires because we got a special guest.
What's up?
Oh, shit.
How are you?
We haven't seen her in about like a year.
Year and a half.
Really?
Happy to see you.
What is pouring outside? Cause you soaked.
It's still raining. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. That was a pleasant surprise for me to see right now.
One of the
Haven't
originals.
seen my little sister in a long time. What's up? Oh, we're gonna get into it after.
You gotta pull a chair up. You gotta pull a chair up. Well, are you gonna be on? Because you know how she
she get.
Yeah.
There's a high chair over there. There's other chairs over there. If you want a shorter one.
Whoa. I was so surprised just now.
But back to the positive and negative, that's the whole point. Like that's the reason why I feel like no matter what, we operate as gods no matter what. And what you choose to do with that is on you. That's your free will, which is the reason why God gave you free will. He created you in his own image and gave you free will to sit there and say, all right, with this, you can do whatever you want to do. You can walk around the earth and you can bless people with knowledge, experience, or whatever, no matter what. Or you can be the most negative person to walk the earth and just channel that.
Well,
and you have the free run to do both.
What I don't understand is when people don't believe in God in general. You know, like, and you get a lot of positive things that happen in your life. You know, when you pray for certain things, that's higher energy that comes into your life.
What if they don't pray though?
Well, people always people always speak to themselves, and you don't have to say, "Dear,
Well,
please
that's meditating.
God."
I call it
you don't
meditating.
say, "Please God," whatever it is. Praying is basically you speak to yourself in positive energy, and then that positive energy comes into your life. That's praying. You know, you are asking for that energy to be brought into your life. So that's praying. You don't have to say, you know, like a bunch of prayers and say, "Please God," such and such, whatever. You are bringing that energy in your life. What I'm saying is that I've studied a bunch of religions because since I was young, I was raised as a Catholic, right? I was raised as Catholic and whatnot, and I had a lot of questions for the Catholic religion, and I got suspended from a thing we would call CCD, right? And I got suspended for asking particular questions, right? And it was a dumb question, but it was a real question. I asked if Jesus had a girlfriend. I got suspended for that, right? It's not a Bible, you know. It's just like it's something that's
You
not.
watch the Da Vinci Code? That's what happened. That's what happened in the Da Vinci.
So
right? Am I bugging? Like that's what happened in the Da Vinci Code. Yes,
so
saw that.
So from then on, I questioned my religion. You know, is if I'm getting in trouble for asking these certain things, because you should be able to answer all my questions, right? If you honor this religion by far and by God, you should be able to answer all my questions that I have to make me believe this religion.
I agree with that.
Right? You should be able to have all that. So when I was 12, I got suspended from that, and from then on, I started questioning my own religion. Right? So, and I didn't know where I wanted to stand, but I searched and I've looked. I've attended a bunch of churches and synagogues and you name it, right? To even a point that I studied, and I studied certain things even about Satanism, right? I didn't believe in Satanism, but these are things I've studied it, right? And see why people worship this guy and not this guy, right? So I've studied that, and they have a thing, they have like a whole plot twist to it, right? That they believe that, you know, that you have more freedom in Satanism that you don't have with believing in Jesus. So, but they have a lot of things that I don't agree with either at all. So I knew for a fact that this wasn't for me, you know? But the last...
You a Satanist on the low?
No, hell no.
No, I'm joking.
Hell no.
Wait. What's the first rule of Satanism?
The first rule of Satanism?
Don't be stupid.
Yep.
That's the first rule?
The first rule is don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. And be
Yo,
yourself.
remember we went through that shit? That shit was funny.
Yeah, be yourself. So they have that's
sorry, we're not saying
that's legit. That's legit.
I'm about to say, don't scare her, please.
So I've studied certain things in that, and I was, mind you, this is from the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I've searched and searched. I've attended a synagogue for Judaism, and I've actually, this is something I'm talking about, I've actually converted to Judaism before, and did a whole thing with that. This is like when I was like 22 years old, whatever. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, you weren't around.
I converted to 5% for a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've did that. I've done that, you know, and it was just like there's certain things that I like, you know, because Judaism had a lot of things I understood, and they had a lot of answers for my questions, right? A lot of them, you know. But I still believe in God 100%. You know, I don't attend synagogues anymore. I don't attend any religion at all anymore. It was just like it was so divisive. You know,
everything. You're a hypocrite.
Who?
Trig.
Yeah, Trig. Good. Trig is Trig. Anyway,
what does that mean?
And Warren, we can see you being a 5%er.
So I mean, like I'm
an old head. That's what we was doing in high school.
I've attended the 5% synagogues on 125th Street when I was about 18 and 19, and they couldn't answer a lot of my questions either.
So, do you have anything to say about what they're saying? I feel like you have so much in your head right now.
I don't know. My brain just keeps like switching around. I feel like there's I feel like when it comes to God, there's a lot of harm sometimes in doing some extensive research on. Now, let me just finish all of this. There's harm in doing a lot of extensive research without trying to build the relationship, because I think the foundation is faith, right? And you can't tell me that you don't have faith, because when you sat down in your chair, you knew that it was going to hold you, which is faith, right? It is. Sometimes. You knew. I mean, hey, you knew that it was going to hold you. But anyways, all I'm saying is that I don't know. I just see the harm in doing all of these these studies on all these different religions because you don't ever come to a consensus of what you believe to be true, really. And then sometimes if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And so I'm not saying that's you personally, but what I'm saying is I always get a little worried when people are doing a whole lot of, study without no foundation. And I'm not saying you don't. But to go back to what Warren said, I want to be clear that when we talking about free will, that's more of like a love thing, more of a relationship thing. If I'm in a relationship with a man, I don't want him to love me because I'm making him. I want him to love me because he wants to. So I'm not going to control that love. And I feel like that's what it is kind of with God. It's not really you can do whatever you want to do. It's more of, I'm not going to control you because I want you to authentically love me. What do you think about that?
Actually, that's a great point. But in the sense of relinquishing that quote unquote control, you have to be able to deal with the fact that that person might seek something and not like it and then come back. So that's the reason why I think that's the reason why when it comes down to God overall, it's like, listen, I created you, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, but I hate to say it, I hate to reference this, but it's like, yo, you mess around, you find out. I'm not gonna say the word. Yeah, I know what I want to say, but I'm not gonna say in this aspect. But mess around, you find out. So the more you go on that side, when you operate on that negative 180, the more you're gonna find out. It's gonna come back to you twice, fold, 3 times, thrice, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna keep on going back to you because you're operating at that level. And I've even operated on that level where I was like down bad and I was worried about this and this, that, and the other. And I had to pull myself out of that negative 180. And I pulled myself into that positive, and that changed my life. No matter what. No matter what I believed in, what I looked at, I mean, I hate to say it like this, it sounds messed up, but I looked into myself instead of looking up. And I think a lot of people look up waiting for that answer when you can look within yourself, which is the free will that the higher power gives you. And that's the whole point. You can find this no matter what. To me, in my opinion, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not telling anybody to do anything else what they're doing. But me, I looked inside myself. It took me a while. I had to sit back. I was down bad. I had to sit back and go, "Hey, yo, bro, you can actually do this. You can do this. You can pull yourself out of this if you chose to. You don't need to do anything else but pull yourself out of this." And I pulled myself out of that funk that I was in a nasty situation. Pull myself out of it. And honestly, I've been in the greatest spirits ever since.
That's a fact. You've been acting mad weird.
But you've been a hater your whole life, though. That's the whole point.
He been acting mad weird.
Because you mad I won't come home. Yo, you want me to come home?
I do. I miss you, bro.
That's all you had to say. You don't say that.
I been texting you like, yo, you coming home? You say no.
No, you don't even say that. You don't even say that.
I text you because you don't answer me. I mean,
I gotta work too. I gotta pay bills.
We used to chill all the time. Nigga, he want to be happy and shit, and now I'm lonely. The fuck?
Well, I do want to ask.
Hold on, she has a question to ask.
I do want to ask, going back to because I feel like we can talk about God forever, and I feel like everybody's just got their own opinion and their own thing that they're passing through. But I do want to ask, is there any questions that you guys have ever wanted to ask a recruiter but didn't?
Yes.
How much you make?
Ooh. Damn. You went for it, huh?
I think in this industry,
answer that. I wasn't expecting you to answer that. I was just joking.
Oh.
But you could tell us.
No, I think
put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat.
Okay.
We don't need nobody out there knowing what you make.
Do you make a percentage of what is your percentage of raises when it comes down to recruiting people?
So this is the thing that people don't understand is that oftentimes than not, there's a difference between recruiting and staffing. Some recruiting companies, they do give you a percentage. I don't get that. I don't work off of commission. I don't like working off of commission because I don't really care about that. I mean, I will, but I don't really care about that. Because a lot of times when you work off of commission, they want you to do more. They want you to hustle more. They don't give you a lot of resources. And I'm also don't like working with staffing agencies. It's just my thing. I don't do staffing. The turnaround is too high. You don't really get a lot of serious people, and that's my opinion. Cancel me. You don't get a lot of serious people.
No, I agree with that.
Nobody canceling you. You ain't got to say that. I promise you.
I've been through a lot. Listen,
I understand. After that, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth because I was never.
How many times have you been canceled?
Listen.
Listen.
My address on the internet, and I had hate mail.
Nah.
Yes.
That's deep. That's not.
That's
a tweet.
Yes.
Nah, they sent the goons to the crib. Nah,
I was like, I felt like one of the people in the movies that was trying to kill himself.
Cancel culture?
Hmm?
God is not.
So this is my thing, real quick, right?
I don't want to get canceled. If that's the cancel culture, please don't.
I wanna just like have fun right now. Like let's just.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like
I don't want to talk about like anybody else.
What y'all make right now. You give me a job description, and I can tell y'all what y'all make.
Okay.
No, you say that again. No, you can.
I can probably tell y'all what y'all make, or a
what you. All right, I got you. Okay. I'm gonna go last. What you? You
bitch ass man.
I go last.
First of all, she knows my job description. I told her.
I forget. I see so many every day. I just forget. What is it again?
I am.
You're not memorable.
I am a high voltage troubleshooter.
High voltage troubleshooter. In what industry?
Electric.
Okay. I don't know. How long have you been there?
Almost 17 years.
I'd say you're making about 120. Maybe base. You might get commission. I'm not sure.
No commission.
Okay.
There's definitely no commission.
Okay. I'd say between one.
Ooh, 1 for 1. Okay. 1 for 1.
Okay.
I work at McDonald's.
Nigga said, fuck that. That nigga said, fuck that. She got too close to this nigga? Ain't no fucking way.
Then if you work at McDonald's and you're in New York, you're probably making about $15 an hour.
He's lying.
He's lying. You know he's a teacher.
Yeah.
We already know what you make.
Damn.
And I'm an adult star.
Really is.
He
interns a lot.
No, for real. What do you do?
Huh?
That's for real. What you do?
Yeah, I'm an adult star. I got OnlyFans.
Well, why you laughing? Nah, she ain't say nothing this whole time. Now she laughing. Yo,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm trying to figure out what is on there. Is it like your feet or?
Nah,
it's putting your feet on there is getting money. I'm about to put my feet on there.
I'm about to put my feet on there though.
I'm about to put a thigh on there.
I'm about to put my feet on there.
Let's do it. I'll manage it.
No. Well, how did we get to let's do it? Like, no.
Why not? I'm about to put my feet on there. I'm about to have a 40Central feet page up there.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I feel like I would be a bomb, like artist manager.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be a bomb.
Oh, you consult, right? So you can artist manage too.
I could. But what do you really do?
Excuse me?
What do you really do?
I do real estate and I make other things.
Okay, real estate is hard. But I'd say probably, how many years have you been in real estate?
2.5.
I'd probably say no more than 50.
Okay, maybe not.
I officially
But you have other hustles, so.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Everybody out there, go subscribe to my OnlyFans.
What is the page though?
I don't know yet. I gotta make it.
Please don't link this page. Please do not link it.
What? You're supposed to be on my side.
OnlyFans is good money.
OnlyFans is good money. I could just
listen. I seen somebody get rich on OnlyFans. Well, I saw it on the New York Post that they had a girl that got rich for acting like a dog, right? And she would literally.
Wait, why did you laugh at my OnlyFans?
She would literally
hard too. She left hard.
She would walk around her yard and eat her food like a dog and piss outside like she's a dog, and people were entertained by watching that. And her subscription.
You know how many niggas? Let's talk about it.
Her subscription was $10 a month, and she became a millionaire for that.
Yo, you know how many niggas like shit like that? Like,
no, I don't.
Shit is out, yo. Shit, yo.
Look at her face.
Really weird.
So it's OnlyFans. Listen. OnlyFans is not only about privates. You know
what's crazy? You know who into shit like that more? Rich people. Rich people like shit like that. For whatever reason, I don't know what the
BDSM shit. Yeah.
I'm good.
I know
with the shit.
I know a girl that she.
Can you just look at her, please? Look at
her. I know a girl that she said that she gets paid.
She know that she lying.
She got paid $1,500, right? $1,500 for an hour session because she said that the guy just wanted her to wear boots and stomp on his testicles.
Yeah.
$1,500 for an hour.
There's niggas out there paying to get peed on. What are you talking? Like what?
Yeah.
All right, but why are we talking?
Stop on it like
that's the whole point. Yo, see, niggas forgot that Justin bought an OnlyFans.
Oh, I said I had an OnlyFans. I ain't say.
No, but I work in front desk of a residential building, building management.
Okay, downtown. Okay, how long have you been there?
Going on 6 years.
Oh, okay, that changes the game. And you've been at the front desk?
Front desk.
Managing? Is it like property management or is it just like?
It's property management.
Okay.
How much do you think I make?
Why your voice so low?
You're the property manager, or are you
front desk?
We're front desk. That's it.
Nigga, take packages.
That's not funny. Somebody's got to.
It's the truth.
I fucking hate Justin.
No, but like, hence I told you.
He calls the people like, yo.
Hence I told you.
Pizza coming upstairs.
Hence, no, he's right. He's right, but I also do other stuff within the building. But
he opened the building.
Also, I remember I told you I have tenure there.
Oh,
so, like I could do no wrong type of thing. So, how much do you think I make?
Nigga say your Warren's coming up.
Yeah,
you know what y'all were petty.
I literally called her and said, yo, this nigga Warren coming up.
First of all, you lying. Nigga, you give me a whole introduction. Nigga, you forgot about that? I got it on video.
I'm sorry. I just went too much. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
How much think I make?
I don't even know. Like, nothing pops up, but I'm thinking like 80.
A little higher than that.
Okay.
Close, right? All you had to say was close.
Higher than that.
Listen, what?
If you ever need a package sent, just give it to this nigga because he'll give it.
I've never met a package handler making 80K. Listen, you need to post your job and tell your story. Like,
there's a lot of stories to be told.
There's a lot of.
You're making more than that.
I know more than what I should know in that job.
I don't even work there, and I know more than I should know.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a dope spot though. I mean, because like that building, they have like there's a restaurant there, there's a bar there, there's a liquor store in there. There's a liquor store in there. There's a
Do you get to live there?
Lounge room, huh?
Do you get to live there?
No, I don't get to live there, but I am gunning for that spot though, and. Like I said, we negotiated salary and everything for the position and everything. So they're positioning me and everything. So
good job. Proud of you.
So I'll be living there soon.
Okay.
I'll be living there soon.
Why you looked at that?
And then there's gonna be a party every day after that.
Oh, you bringing the niggas in the crib?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Never mind. Nothing.
If he even
They heard it.
What he said?
They heard it.
She heard it too.
What he said?
Huh?
What he said?
He said, anything else I gotta
Anything
ask us
else?
so that we can just have some
Anything
fun.
else?
What you said?
Nothing.
So Mercedes,
I'm gonna
is
do
anything
one.
else
You
that
wanna-
that
Mercedes,
you
what
want
do
to
you
talk
say?
about?
You want
Like
to shout out?
any questions you have for us? Like I'd like to hear what you have to ask us.
Mr. Some piece of shit shit.
Nigga, you last. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yo, bro, it's not even a shot.
That was a shot.
Hell no.
Hello, the ladies talking.
Sorry, Mercedes.
No, I think we pretty much talked about everything. Yeah, we pretty much talked about it. People just need to. I'm not gonna say what people need to do because people that want to do are gonna do.
That was a great finish because if you would have said people need to, like, yeah. People gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo, for Halloween, let's have a let's get canceled party.
Ooh!
Let's do that.
Let's try to get
I'm
canceled.
gonna be canceled.
Everybody come with something that like thinks
Nah,
that's
because I
cancel-worthy.
already got my Halloween costume. I can't do that.
Get a mask. Get a Trump mask.
I'm gonna get a Joe Biden mask.
The Biden
No, I'm
mask.
wearing. I'm
Get
going
a
Black
Kanye
Panther
shirt.
for Halloween. I'm going
Y'all
Black
are
Panther.
so controversial.
I'm gonna
White
get a
Lives
Joe
Matter
Biden shirt.
shirt.
saying,
How
I
you
black
like it
people.
though?
I'm gonna get a Joe Biden,
It's hilarious.
and it says in the shirt that says I like black people.
And I'm gonna get a shirt
No,
that says
it should say if you ain't black.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you ain't vote for me. You ain't black. That's what it should say. That's what it should say.
We should do that.
I need
And
a
I'll
t-shirt. I need Kanye to make me a t-shirt that said "Canceled Lives Matter."
Yo, he might do that.
T-shirt.
Yo, hold on. He might do that.
No, hold on. We about to
First
beat
of
him to the
all,
step.
Kanye got to pull his money out the
He
bank
might put
before
a
he do anything.
Balenciaga sweater.
Because right
Cancel
now,
Lives
Kanye's
Matter.
in trouble. He got to pull all his money out the bank because Chase said, "Fuck you, nigga. We're not dealing with you no more."
What?
but they-
When did that
Yeah.
happen? I don't watch
Yeah,
this.
Chase pulled out.
Chase pulled. Yeah, Chase
said, "Yeah, y'all can't have your money
That's
in
it.
here." But they let forget it, man. I ain't
We
gonna
gotta
go down
show
that
them.
rabbit hole.
Are we riding for you,
I'm not
Kanye?
gonna-
That's what we doing? We riding for Kanye?
I ain't
I'm
riding for Kanye.
No, that's not what I was trying to
Kanye.
say.
I'm Team Kanye.
What,
No,
you
are
team
we
Kanye?
riding for Kanye?
Oh,
Yo, Kanye, shout out to you.
If he got to pull his money out that bank, then everybody.
Fuck
you
no.
riding?
I actually made a post about that earlier
Hell
today. Did
no.
you see it? I mean, I took it down because it was.
So how can
Yeah.
we see it if
But
you
anyway,
took it down?
but I had it up for like a few hours. But no, I had. Let's get canceled today. I had asked the question.
No, nigga, you
asked
said
the-
cancel for Halloween.
I asked the question.
How
on
we
my-
get canceled
I don't know.
today?
I asked the question.
No, we
on-
can't get canceled
I asked
today.
the
We can't get
question-
canceled today
No,
because we
hold
have
on, shut
as
up.
a guest.
I get it. But
Yeah.
it's just a question, though. I mean, you don't got to answer it. But I
Oh,
asked
we're
the
gonna
question.
answer.
No, you don't answer the
I'm
question.
gonna answer it. Yeah.
I asked the question. It's like, why is it that you JP Morgan took Kanye off the his account off,
Mhm.
But not Epstein.
but not Jeffrey Epstein.
I was gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say.
You know, and not Jeffrey Epstein. When
But we
Jeffrey
know
Epstein
this,
had
like,
JP Morgan and his
They're not
Epstein
used to
is white.
this.
I was about to
already?
say we know the
They're
They're
answer.
not used to this shit already.
It's a question to be asked. You know,
Epstein is white.
Which is what.
no, it's not about
so
that.
now.
It's his political view.
And he's
No,
white.
so how
It's his
about
political view.
the fact that the fact that we keep on putting our money in their banks, we let them run our culture, we let them run our music, our business,
Invest in
all of that,
cryptos.
and we're not investing in our own people
First
with
of
our
all,
own
isn't
invest in
banks.
Chase
cryptos.
the ones who came with all the cocaine?
I don't know.
Didn't they have the submarine with cocaine?
I don't know.
we cannot confirm.
All I know is
They had the cocaine.
I know Wells
all I
Fargo
know
was
is no
racist.
matter what, we keep on investing and letting them run our culture, no matter what.
I don't
Music,
cancel
art,
Wells Fargo.
everything.
I don't
We canceled Wells Fargo.
cancel them.
Yeah, we're gonna take our money out of that.
I really want to have this let's get canceled party.
We're gonna.
Trying to think of.
So I got about,
listen,
I got about
listen,
2 Halloween
listen.
costumes. I'll buy another one.
Let's just go to Atlanta and have the party.
When? Like, hold on, you bugging.
You
Like,
gotta get your governor out of
see?
there, though.
I just came back from Atlanta.
We're gonna go back to Atlanta. We gotta go back to Atlanta. We gotta go visit.
Y'all can't come to Atlanta and not tell me anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
we're gonna have to
First
go.
of all, we didn't even know
I
you was
wasn't
in
in
Atlanta.
last year,
Like,
but
not
I'll come to
Atlanta.
Atlanta this year.
Yeah, we're going to Atlanta.
I'll go to Atlanta this year. I was there last year. It's actually nice, but I got bad allergies out there.
I was in Atlanta in July, like late July, and No, I didn't know you was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta. I was in Decatur. I was
there in November.
Shit.
I was there in
Where the
November.
fuck was I at? I was everywhere.
I'm saying from now on.
Because Decatur is not Atlanta. A lot of people get that misconstrued.
Most people don't even live
actually, to be honest with you, we are really trying to plan the trip as us to go down there. We have a studio where they want us to come and like shoot an episode. So whenever like we all have the same amount of time to go off, we will be down there. So that would be amazing if we can meet up with you and you can come to the studio and everything like that. If it's not too far, I don't know where the hell we going, but we gonna get there.
I mean, I'm down. Y'all just let me know.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Whatever questions.
We got the Buckhead.
I don't know what that is.
We got the Buckhead.
I'm not going Buckhead. They bougie in the motherfucker. I'm not going over
there. But Buckhead was fire though.
Nah, fuck
Yo,
that.
can I ask you a question? Where do all the Down Low brothers go? Because that's where Kev want to go.
Everywhere.
Oh, bro, I'm about to slap each person that says that shit.
Everywhere. It's down low, nigga. That's what it is.
That is down.
I promise you, you just
my hand's about to be red by the end of this episode.
It don't matter where you go. It just like determine like if nigga he might holler.
It doesn't matter where you go. There will always be a down low.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's crazy.
But the down low niggas is not gonna holler. See, you got it wrong. The down low niggas is not gonna holler. The down low niggas is gonna go with the niggas that's hollering. Do y'all understand that? I don't know if y'all understand. I'm about to say, you down low, nigga. Like, you're not hollering. Why would you holler? You're not down low no more.
Oh, see what you're saying.
Yeah, so the down low niggas,
they act like they not.
Yeah, they'll hear the niggas hollering and go, all right, I'll meet you, whatever. That's what down low is.
Got you. I got 2 questions. My first question is like, do you do consulting? And if you do you charge?
It does say that on your bio.
That she does consulting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I do, but it's a hard thing because most of the people that come to me don't have jobs, so they don't have money. So, okay. I mean, not to abuse it, but I try to help people, everybody.
What is a consultor do then, I guess?
Like a talent acquisition consultant? Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of different things. You can consult a company on how to go about building their talent or their HR structure. You can hire some people for them. You can consult with them on what systems to use, like a lot of different things. But I have a company called Job Me Please that we're going to be a search firm by next year.
Shout out to Job Me Please.
Shout out to Job Me Please. Is that a .com or is it going to be an app?
.com.
JobMePlease.com. Everybody go.
She's seen a little shaky.
When it comes out, y'all gonna go over there.
I like that.
Job Me Please. I like
That's
that.
cool. My second question.
Right?
I'm sorry?
You never heard that before?
No,
absolutely not.
Really good.
Yeah, I think you need to like trademark that as soon as possible.
Roll fast.
I shouldn't have even said it on here. See?
Exactly.
Any other questions?
JC has another one.
Yeah, I have one more.
Oh.
So when it comes to people that are working together and they all know that they're underpaid, in a lot of job cultures, it's taboo to discuss each other's salaries. But do you think that workers should discuss each other's salaries more because it'll help everyone with their negotiation?
Look what you think.
So for example, like if I as a teacher,
Can we
right?
all answer this question? Or?
I answer first.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
For example, if I'm a teacher and I'm making $50K and I know a teacher that's like down the hall from me that's making $80K, we both have the same certifications, similar experiences, but if we don't know what each other's making, I'm not really too aware of how I'm being ostracized or underpaid.
I think in my mind, I'm just when people ask that question, I don't know how to answer it because I'm not concerned with what anybody else is making. I know what I'm about to ask you for me. I feel like another thing is like a lot of people can have all the same experience but different work ethic and now being a teacher, that's different because I just feel like that whole structure needs to change. But I mean, I don't have a problem with talking about pay with my coworkers. I mean, I think that it's a great conversation. And if you had a coworker, that's one thing that I do when I start a new job. I'll be asking people that's been there for 10 years everything about the company. I don't know. I just think I don't know how to answer that.
Okay.
I'm just like, but I don't think that people should be fired for talking about pay because honestly, a lot of companies that have a problem with that are just doing some shady stuff in the background anyway.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say was experience trumps all. So like, if I am a teacher of I don't even know if teachers work this way. I know in my profession
because it's jacked up.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about teachers.
Okay, so in my profession,
you work at Geico.
Yeah, do you want to call it that? Then that's what it is. In my profession, in my position, polls. I've been there. I said polls, like chill, cool out. Anyway, I've been here for say 10 years, but he's been here for 3 years. He has the same title as me
because he went to college.
No, I'm speaking same job or whatever. I have more experience. The reason why I don't talk about how much I make is because yes, you're gonna get there, but I don't want you to get discouraged or feel some type of way because I've been here for this long. This is the reason why I'm getting paid like this, and that's I guess because I'm in a union or whatever. Maybe that's the reason why it's a difference with us than anybody else. But that's the whole point. I do this every day. Like I walk past dudes that are considered, I guess, linemen or whatever, and they don't make as much as I do because I've been here for so long. Okay. I have the experience. I have this. I have that. I have the credentials and all that. So it's not like me selling the company. The company is already saying, "Hey, listen, you made this. Like you've been here for so long, so therefore you should make this much." And when y'all get here, then y'all will do the same thing. Okay, that's it.
You were about to say something? I'm sorry.
I'm wondering if he's answering are you answering the question of like your experience? Or are you asking me a question? I don't know if I'm being it.
No. I was answering his question. His question was.
Yeah. I don't care about how long people been there. I'm going to get paid what I'm going to get paid. And if it's more than my boss, I don't care. Because I'm like, I mean, honestly, a lot of companies is like, if they need people, they're willing to pay. And then they be like, don't say nothing because you probably make it the same as your boss. That's how crazy the world is nowadays. You can make whatever you want to make. One thing I have a follow-up is if they don't want to hire you because you ask for too much, it's not your company.
That's true. I agree with that.
I got to follow up about like negotiations and stuff like that. Should you be willing to walk if they don't offer you a certain number?
Yes.
If you already work there or
regardless.
The only reason why, and this is another thing that people do, they'll like leave a company for like a $2 pay raise. Like you're not even going to see that money after taxes. Like I don't leave a job.
You actually end up seeing less.
What'd you say?
You end up seeing less
after
taxes.
Sometimes.
Exactly. The mindset is like, I'm not going to leave a job unless the pay is like, it covers the tax, like covers like the tax reduction and all of that. Like, I'm not going to leave unless it's a substantial amount. But what was that question again? I should have.
What is the taxation percentage in Atlanta?
Hold on. She wanted to finish. Let her finish.
Damn, what was the question? It was...
should you not take an offer?
Should you be willing to
willing to walk? Should you be willing to walk?
Yeah.
If you don't get what you feel like you deserve.
Yes, because there's so many jobs out here, and if what they're offering you can't live off of, I just don't understand that how people take jobs and they can't afford, like they won't be able to afford their life. But I think yes. Now, some people are unrealistic. Like now you got to be realistic with yourself. Like if you've only been doing it for 1 year, I mean.
Yeah.
But.
So how do you feel about like pensions and 401ks and things like that?
We're getting into some crazy stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, from what I'm taking away,
that's a scam too.
I think it's a scam.
It sounds like you not promoting mobility, but you don't have to stay at a certain pace for 15, 20, 25 years to be successful or to be well off. So then how do you feel about like 401ks and pensions and retirement plans that jobs offer?
First thing, I feel like everybody needs a financial advisor. I don't care if you make $20 and I don't care if you make $250K. Everybody needs a financial advisor. If you're not going to invest your 401k, I don't think you should. I don't think it matters to have one.
You're not going to invest your 401k.
And if you're investing outside of your job, do you really need a 401k? It's up to you, but I feel like the 401ks and the pensions and all that, I just have a hard time because I just feel like, is that money really, I don't know. I don't do it because I invest, but I mean, some people like it. I mean, I don't, unless the company is willing to like match you at like this crazy good percentage and you can invest that much. Yeah, but if the company's not really matching you well, then just invest. Get a financial advisor.
That's what I was gonna say, because a lot of companies match whatever it is that you're investing. So if that's the case, I feel like it's still worth it because in a sense you're getting free money, especially if you have a Roth IRA because it's going in already taxed. Cool.
No, I think it's per person. Like me, I just like to see, investing is like what I like to do. Well, I don't like to do it. I have a financial advisor and I just like to see the money, I like to see the money do what the money does.
Okay.
What you just said?
I like to see the money.
Okay, that's what
This is a job that I wonder about day trading. I've never
Don't do it.
I've never wondered about it. Why do you say don't do it?
Because day trading is not investing. Day trading is literally just day trading. So it's more like it's closer to gambling than it is to investing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So day trading is not investing. If you want to invest, put your money somewhere, let it sit for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and then reap the benefits later. That's investing to me.
I never done my research. I was just wondering, No,
day trading ain't it. To me. But some people day trade and make a lot of money. I just feel unless you got a lot of money at your disposal that you're willing to risk because it is more of a gamble, then go into day trading.
But you know what's crazy?
If you're looking to invest,
401k,
stay 10 plus years.
401k goes the same way. Like you pretty much build up your 401k. Your 401k is actually your company investing your money into stocks and all that. And if the shit is doing bad, guess what? That 401k is doing fucking bad.
401k drops with inflation.
This is why I have a hard time with that is because people aren't staying at companies long enough for that like we were back then. Now, especially in the industry I'm in, which is like more of tech, it's like it's good to switch and get more experience in different companies. And so like some people that are in my position have to invest and they can't really do the 401k because it's like it's not my plan to be at a company more than a year.
Yeah, like my school, we don't have a 401k or 401b. We just have like a partnership with Vanguard, and then they just match like our contributions and stuff.
Shout out to Vanguard. No reason when I needed that shit out of nowhere. I was like, oh man, I love Vanguard.
No, Vanguard is good.
Like,
Vanguard, Charles Schwab.
Like, nah, this is for you.
I gotta talk to you on how can I take the money out of my 401k because I don't want the 401k.
Call HR.
Call them, nigga.
Call him. I'm talking to him, not you.
Yeah, and they tell you the penalty.
You was calling me, nigga. I took out already. Stupid.
I was talking to him.
That penalty might take you out.
Huh?
That penalty might make you more.
That's definitely a penalty. Yeah.
It's a penalty, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Are you
What's the
tired?
percentage of the penalty?
You depends on.
Especially if you're not putting back
her,
in.
bro. Wait,
How does
you
she
plan
know
on-
everybody's penalty?
Yeah,
Nigga?
she knows.
You plan on
No,
cashing
it
in
depends
and
on
not putting
how
back
much
in.
Yeah.
You need to start speaking for people, man.
This nigga's dumb.
I feel like you tired. You want to leave us?
Are y'all gonna stay on here for another hour?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I will still be watching, but I will go. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Our episodes
Thank
are
you
longer
for
than the
coming.
Titanic.
I honestly didn't think you was gonna be on that long.
I
thought
didn't-
you was,
I didn't
and
think so
I
either.
really
I'm
appreciate
ready.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I should start a podcast, but I feel like
You
I
should.
want to talk about relationships.
So do
Oh,
we.
no, that's what we do.
Whoa, hold on. You just
So you might
messed
as well
up.
stay on.
You just messed up. We can do that. We can do that.
We're about to do that right now.
We're literally about to do that right now.
But I specifically want to get into like plus size, like the issues that women that are plus size have in
You
relationships.
know what's crazy? One of my good friends is really going through that right now, and I would definitely talk about that. Like, absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Has to stay on.
And secondly, if you really want to do that, you said you're in Atlanta, the studio that we affiliated with in Atlanta. I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna send you a message, and I'm gonna send the other guy a message. If you guys want to link up, because you're in Atlanta, you can start in the studio, and I'll talk to him.
Connect me, thank you.
Gotcha.
I love talking about relationships. If y'all want to,
This is what we do. We This is
Yeah, we talk about everything.
That's why I wanted to go talk about stuff, but y'all went a different route that I wanted to go.
talk about stuff.
We was talking about what she was into. That's the whole fucking point, nigga.
Exactly.
That's why she's here.
We went down a different path.
That is the right path. What are you saying?
That is the perfect path, but
Hold on, I'm getting comfy.
Oh, look, she's ready. She's getting ready. You
Well,
heard her, right? She's getting ready.
Really, that stuff needs to be talked about. Shoot.
listen, if you want, give us one relationship question before you go.
Asking y'all.
Whatever you want to do. You can ask us. You can have a statement. You could. You want us to ask
I have
you?
a question. I saw this podcast where it said that I don't know if I want to ask that.
No, ask it. Please ask it.
Please ask.
That's the one. That's the one. I promise you, that's the one.
Okay. It was almost like the girl was saying that plus size women should stop trying to date or find love on a certain level. Almost like we have to okay, so this is the question. The question is, do you feel like that there's certain levels, like say for instance, if I'm plus size, I can't date somebody who's like a bodybuilder, or do you feel like that there's leagues? That's the question. Do you feel like there's leagues when it comes to like women and men in relationships?
No. First of all, I know a lot of skinny dudes that like big women. So, no.
I seen it on a talk show one time.
I've seen it on Facebook the other day. It was like pictures of like odd couples, and it was like a muscular guy with a bigger girl, and I was like, okay, what's the problem?
No, I've seen
I don't feel like that is. It shouldn't be.
I've seen like a lot of relationships like that, and I've seen a lot of kinks like that too.
Yeah,
that I've seen it on a talk show once. I forgot which talk show was it though. But I seen like this one skinny guy that he was tied to the bed, and it was like this big girl jumping on him.
Oh, that was a meme.
No, that was the actual thing.
I know, but it was a meme.
But I saw it on a talk show.
Y'all are hilarious.
Finish your statement.
No, I mean, you stop cutting me off, motherfucker.
He stopped cutting you off, nigga. You stopped.
He didn't. I didn't even say that.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Nigga, stop.
Anyway, but I saw it on a talk show, and then it was like this guy. He wanted to be suffocated.
Ooh.
So yeah.
No.
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen a lot of like suffocation videos. Like, I don't know why they like that. That's wild.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, wait, hold
Why
on,
have you seen so many?
Wait, hold on.
Because I watch porn. Nigga, what the fuck you want me to like?
Wait, so what do you type in to catch something like that?
Suffocation.
No,
Suffocation
nah.
XXX.
Nah,
yo, listen.
regular shit.
Can we answer a question first before we go down this rabbit hole?
I never seen a nugget one, not one time.
Can you chill out?
Which was wild because once I found out what a nugget was, it was like,
no.
I was gonna say my phone actually picked up on it. Like you know, our phones listen to everything the fuck we say.
Can we answer her question, fellas?
Okay, so first of all,
you forgot.
Does anybody on this panel even like big women?
Excuse me?
Does anybody on this panel even date big women?
I like big women.
I like unqualified
I love big women. I love them.
Okay.
A lot of them are fun. They're fun people.
What?
Nah, he goes. No.
Listen, Miss Mercedes, I love women, all shapes and sizes.
I feel like we were just compared to two sexual.
Okay.
I can't. Well, you said I'm sorry. I can't hear what you
Kevin's
said.
fucking stupid.
I feel like his statement made it seem like big women were compared to like going to Six Flags.
Exactly. Like this nigga's bugging. Like, no. I like big women. I love big women. I actually prefer to date and hang out and chill and all that with big women as opposed to small women. Look, see, Siri
just said he loves big women. That's crazy.
I love big women. Slimmer women, I mean, it's cool, but I mean, that's not my thing. For the most part. Every now and then.
Look at your face. You don't believe shit you saying.
No, I'm still thinking about it. Like, I just feel like
wait, I can't hear what she's saying. She's talking.
they're fun. Like,
yeah, that big women are fun shit.
No, but they are fun. They're fun people.
He gonna wear that for the Let's Get Cancer party.
Yeah, that was perfect.
He's gonna wear that for the Let's Get Cancer party.
That was perfect for the Let's Get Cancer party. Like you should have held that one. That one was crazy. I promise you that
Is
was
that
worth
a leather hat?
It's a patent leather. It's not patent leather. That's leather.
That's leather?
That shit is pleather.
Pleather.
Yeah, pleather.
Pleather.
What questions do y'all have about dating?
We talking about
Say
this
that again?
different
Listen, I can't hear her. Say that again?
It's faux.
What questions do y'all have?
About dating?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have time?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Warren.
I don't like.
I know you're religious, so like, how do you feel about like monogamy and polygamy and stuff like that?
That's a great question.
Like, not even just on some religious stuff, but like, I just feel like it's wrong.
Which one?
What is wrong?
Polygamy?
Okay, polygamy is when there's like more than one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then tell me what monogamous, remind me.
It's me and you.
One-on-one.
Traditional.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just don't care to have more than one person in my relationship.
Monogamy.
So you're a monogamous person, like you've never cheated?
I feel like
cheating is not
hello, shut up, nigga.
I just feel like we're getting out of control with a lot of stuff. It's like, okay, in years to come, then now it's going to be okay to have relations with like an animal. Like, where does it stop? And I feel like more so of a conversation of like, we can never have enough. And like, I think when I always wonder in my head, it's like, when is enough for people?
But polygamy was started before monogamy.
Are you referring to the Bible?
Polygamy was before monogamy. Like that, like monogamy was brought over here. Whereas if you go to Africa, they still follow polygamous agendas and stuff like that.
But in religion, isn't And doesn't it start with monogamous?
It depends on what religion you're talking about.
Hey, let me tell you
See,
something.
that's the whole point.
In the Bible, and you guys have to do your research, but in the Bible, there are stories where men had more than one wife. Whether that, I don't believe that that's acceptable today. But it isn't. It is there, so I don't know.
But why not?
Why not?
That's a great question. See, why not?
To me, I just feel like it's. I just don't agree, but it's just me.
No, that's not. No, we can't do that.
Okay.
You can't just say I don't agree. You have to give a reason why.
This is why not, because we wouldn't get. I'm not going to get along with somebody else who is with my man.
Why not? Hold on. Why not? We're trying to dive into this point so that you can actually see it.
Let me tell you why.
I want you to say what we know. What you going to say?
In my house, where I live and take care of my house, and he lives there, there's only going to be one woman there, like one person over the house. And one person, I just feel like it's just too much. I feel like.
What if it was his house?
What does that mean? That doesn't.
Because you said it was your house. I said, what if it was his house?
It's our house. It can't be.
Hey. Oh, no. See, now it's our house. See how that works?
Okay, but
here we go. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. First, you said your house, and now when I said it was his house, you said it's our house. How does that work?
Because there can only be one woman in our house.
Interesting. And our house.
But
originally, excuse me, shut up. I'm talking. Thank you. Originally, it was your house, right?
She's saying she's a monogamous type of person.
It does. I'm talking to her. It doesn't matter what you're saying. I'm asking her.
You need to start speaking.
I'm talking.
Wait.
She's a monogamous type of person,
Stop
right?
answering for her.
Thank you.
I'm having a conversation with her.
Excuse me. I have a real controversial thought that I would.
Okay, thank you.
My own opinion. I feel like relationships nowadays are more so attachments than actual emotion. So it's filled with possession, and people have a whole bunch of trauma that they're not healing from. So I could probably do a polygamous relationship now.
Who is
being
this?
who I am.
Who the fuck? Who is this? I gotta turn to look at you. Like, who is this?
The person that I am now, who I am today, I can do a polygamous relationship. Because
who is this?
Nigga, I need.
There you go. Yes.
But no, seriously, the person that I was very insecure. So me being secure in myself and confident in myself now, I realize only insecure females don't get along with other females.
How do you feel about that?
That is true.
I told you.
Wait,
very controversial.
How does Mercedes feel about that?
That is controversial.
I agree. But let me tell you, I agree when it comes to regular sense, but when it comes to somebody's like man, that's different. Yes, insecure females don't don't get along with other females because it's almost like a competition. But I shouldn't have to compete over love if I look at it that way. Now, if you like polygamy, that's on you. You can handle that, but I just feel like I just don't like it. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, so
it's preference.
I can't, like, somebody I love, I can't see another nigga fuck. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Like, it's just to me. Like, if I'm cool with you and we good, we got a good relationship, we friends, we got a good vibe, and we just saying we fucking everybody, I'm okay with that. But somebody I care about too much, I can't do it.
But this, yo, you know what? I'm not even gonna put his business out.
What happened?
I have a
Who I fuck?
question.
Because no, the whole point is like a lot of all right. So for instance, a lot of men, not saying you, not saying anybody else, and not putting no points out there. I don't know what the majority is, but a lot of men cannot deal with the woman that they're dealing with having sex with another person, but would gladly have sex with another person.
Yeah, you talking about me.
True.
I was trying not to implement you, but you tagged onto it, so therefore you can hold her.
Yeah, you can. I don't like it.
But that's my whole.
And
But that's
like
my
it, I
whole.
wouldn't do it either. Though.
But the whole point is, like I said, a lot of men will be able to do it. It's cool. It's whatever. They're gonna ride. They're gonna do whatever until it's time for their partner to be able to do the same thing. It's like, nah, I can't deal with it, and that's the problem. That's the problem with actually polygamy. Because
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Well, in my case, right? Because I'm ready to just like go home and cuddle.
But you can go home and cuddle in polygamy. You can do.
But I don't want to cuddle with nobody else. I just want to be with one person.
You can do that same thing. Yes, you can.
How? If I'm gonna cuddle with her today and her tomorrow, it's different. I'm going home to one person, monogamous.
Okay.
Like how is that the same?
My kid that like, I don't know. I don't even know how I would even explain that to a kid.
Okay, so I have a question.
For who?
Just a question. When you're in a relationship with your partner, you stated you can't see her fuck with another nigga or fuck another nigga.
No.
So like, I'm just trying to pick your mind.
Go ahead, pick that shit. Because I haven't seen you in not so long, so shit changed.
So with polygamy, I don't know. Hold on.
Go ahead, get the question right, because
I'm trying.
What's your name again?
Brandi.
Brandi. Pretty name.
you talk mad soft now. What the fuck happened? You went to a retreat or something? Who the fuck is this?
This is Shaquille Sunflower.
She came in a different. This is a different.
I don't know if y'all know who Shaquille Sunflower is, but this is Shaquille. That's Martin when he went to the retreat.
She this is not who she is.
Shaquille Sunflower. She was like,
but
I don't know, but you know.
Get the fuck out of here. Who is
Oh, Miss Brandi, forget about what she want to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Nah, but you know what? No,
So basically, like, all right. So you're in a relationship, and the person that you're in a relationship with, you love them. You don't want them to be happy.
Yeah, with my dick.
All right, but like, is it really love?
What?
Is it really love?
Is it really love? Like, all right.
Did you put a ring on it?
Ring don't mean love, though.
It don't. That's just a materialistic.
Ring don't mean love.
Materialistic
You're religious,
aspect
right?
of it.
No, I said no. I definitely said no before that.
You're not religious, not Christian or anything.
Brandi, answer your fucking question, please.
Trying to make it clear.
I asked the question.
I didn't hear you because this nigga's dumb.
Trying to make it clear.
So what if she loves you, but she also loves to deal with other people?
Like, all right.
Yeah, but there's mad stipulations in that. Like, it's crazy.
All right. So what's your perception on the relationship? Like, your ideal relationship, what does it look like?
My ideal relationship wasn't like, okay. Stop laughing.
Nigga, you on like 20 times.
I'm thinking. But I know me and her, we good. There's just me and we could do whatever.
No, that's not the question.
That's what my ideal relationship is.
I promise you, you know what's crazy?
Take
a
your
lot of people
situation-
don't even know what their ideal relationship
take your situation out of it. Take what you've been through out of it.
Yeah.
Use like, just really sit on it. Like, my ideal relationship. Like, what does it look like? What does it feel like?
Most people don't know.
Come back to me because I'm thinking right
now. Yeah, see? Most people don't know.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know yours.
What's your ideal relationship?
I feel like my ideal relationship is like being with somebody who like chooses to be with me every day because they like see something in me or whatever. They can't get enough of me or whatever. But I feel like that love.
But
talk.
Hmm.
Go ahead. Continue.
I feel like love is more of a choice than it is a feeling. And I feel like a lot of times when we chase something without a finish line or then we end up in a bad situations. And I feel like that's what polygamy is. I feel like it's this constant chase with no finish line.
Okay.
Anyone answer?
No. I'm soaking it in. I'm soaking it in.
So there's no finish line with polygamy?
No.
No, because you can always get somebody
Wait,
else.
hold on. Because polygamists are the most happy people I've ever seen in my life.
That's true.
Like they found the promised land. They found their finish line.
No,
that's
he's
their
right.
finish line.
He's right.
That's what.
So that's why I was at. And I wanted her to
It's
reiterate
freedom.
that.
It's freedom.
Like it's the freedom
It's just-
to. Like,
yeah,
no,
but
but
it's
it's
just
the
her
community. It's a
But
community.
her perception
Even
of it,
freedom.
like
Yeah.
for her, is like that's
See,
not
but
happening.
you know, but
Just
here's
so
the
you locked
wait,
in
hold
by
on.
yourself.
Freedom is not
So
freedom.
so here's the problem.
Hold on. We can't hear her.
We didn't ask her about polygamy. We asked her about
Her ideal relationship.
exactly.
Yeah, I know, but freedom
And she threw
is
in polygamy.
freedom is
That's
dangerous.
wrong.
Freedom is not always a good thing. And even freedom, like I'm trying to explain, but I'm like that. First of all, that's my perception of polygamy, but also like sometimes when you have no restraint or no like structure or confines of like what you're doing, it's not good. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I
But
feel
there's structure inside of polygamy. But the original question was, what was your ideal? What was your ideal? And then you threw in a whole different situation. So we was asking, like she asked you, what was your ideal relationship? And you actually, no, she didn't even ask you. She asked him. And then you said my ideal. So we was waiting for your ideal. And then you just threw in a whole different type of situation. So, no, I remember shit.
Lauren's trying to call me out.
Yeah, he is. He definitely.
Trying to get me together.
I remember
It was
everything.
a question for everyone. I just happened to be talking directly to Justin at the time, but it was for everyone.
But again,
relationship,
her relationship involved
yeah.
Oh no,
polygamy.
she said her ideal relationship is
like,
what?
I feel like my ideal relationship is a relationship where love is more of a choice and not like a feeling. That's my ideal relationship.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want it to feel like a choice and not a feeling?
Let me tell you why. Because feelings are so like unstable. I feel like feelings are good motivation, but even motivation, you can't do anything off of soul motivation. You have to have some sort of consistency or some sort of like, I feel like when you look at love of more of like a choice of like I'm choosing you for these reasons, or I'm still here because you're for these reasons. I feel like it makes it not more non-negotiable, and it makes it, and that's how I feel like these people end up in these long-lasting relationships, because our emotions change, our feelings change. But if you've decided to show up and if you've decided to commit to somebody, then you're deciding to be with them even if your emotions or your feelings fluctuate.
Man.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Very controversial. Hold on.
I don't know who this person can't hit.
Leave her alone. Let her talk.
I like it though. I like it.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. I get it. I see your perception. For me, I would rather the feeling. Like, a lot of people haven't really experienced love. Like, to really experience genuine love. Like, it's undescribable. And you have to have a certain level of emotional intelligence and emotional maturity, because you can get through life without emotions and just making choices and being logical and seeing shit for face value. And you're only going to go but so far, because you don't want to tap into your emotions. You don't want to feel the emotions, because one moment it'll be this beautiful feeling, and then 2 seconds later you could be heartbroken. So I feel like people just don't want to feel their emotions. And it's like, you got to take the good with the bad. Like, I was closed off. Like, I was cold-hearted. I was labeled as nonchalant. I still don't care. I don't really give a fuck. But I'm more, I would just say I'm more in tune with my emotions. Like, I'm not running from them. When shit happens, I'm just like, all right, well, this makes me feel this way. I'll be feeling like this for another couple of minutes. I'll let it pass. And then I go on about my day, because at the end of the day, everything is just moments. And I know a lot of shit happens. Like, life be lifing like life ain't never life before.
Life be life and like life never life before. Okay.
My t-shirt.
We're gonna have to quote
Life,
that.
yeah, life is,
She's like the new Confucius.
shit happens. Like, shit happens back to back. Like, and there's a lot of shit out of your control. And it's like, I can't do nothing about that. I can't do nothing about that.
Listen, genuine love.
Reads
Genuine love.
irresponsible.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said that reads to me, and this is just my opinion, it reads a little irresponsible, because I'm like, I just feel like I'm not saying that you can't have true love. Like, I'm not saying that you can't feel those emotions, but to have that foundation on emotion, it just, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
It just seems a little the Notebookish. Because I'm like,
wait. Before
no, we conversating. I'm sorry.
No, I want to say what I have to say.
We're conversing.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to you. Hold on. I feel like
Nah, she won't.
It's conversing, by the way.
I've corrected myself. It's okay.
No, conversating is a word now.
Really?
Yes,
but y'all let her talk,
continue.
Man.
Continue.
Anyway, what I'm getting from that, like, your perception in general, what I'm getting is very restricted. Like, love is very freeing. Like, it is, you was talking about free will. That's what love is. Like, it's really, it comes with no restrictions. It knows no bounds. It has no limits. As much love as you think you have way more. Like, it's something that you can always produce. Like,
I like that.
You put that in the shit that you do. You put that in the shit that you want. You put that towards, your dreams.
Man,
and watch that come true.
May I?
Go ahead.
Genuine love is a feeling. Being in love with something or someone is a choice. And that's the whole point. And that's what I was trying to say. So having love or like no matter what, I love, say, rapping. But I stopped being in love with rapping, so I stopped doing it.
And it's definitely
that was a choice.
Difference between being in love and loving.
That's the whole point. Being genuine love, you're always gonna have. I love rap no matter what, but rapping, I made a choice. Like I'm not rapping no more. That's not what I'm doing no more. And that's the difference. I don't know if that makes any sense to everybody, but
that's what I'm trying to say. Is I feel like we have the feeling, but then what is the application? It's like I feel like that is kind of the reason why we have a lot of people not really staying in relationships long. And I'm not And I'm like, it's not that to say that my love is not true or it's not restricted, but it has to be practical though, because even though I have an emotion or something for you, I still have to choose you no matter how much I love you, because guess what? I can love you and not be with you.
Absolutely. I have plenty of female friends. I love them to death. I don't be with them because that's not it. Like, that's not my choice. But I think marriage was the wrong thing to throw in because I feel like people give up. When it comes to marriage, people give up early, way too early, before they actually try to figure shit out, sit down, try to figure out what's going on, this, that, and the other. Like, people just give up because this day and age is easier to give up than to work through it. And that's the whole point. Like, our grandparents and our great-grandparents, they worked through their differences, this, that, and the other. This day and age, niggas don't give a fuck. Like, yo, I ain't like what you did the other day. I'm done.
I saw you twerking.
I ain't say all that. I'm just saying, like,
it's over for that. Like,
but like, it has to be. You have to.
Your love. Actually, all right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But your love, when it comes down to being in love with a person, your love should triumph certain things. Yes. And if you can't work through that, then you do that. But a lot of people are not getting to that point where you're trying to work through it. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Emotions that I feel like we miss the fundamentals. There's going to be some time where I don't like love you in. I feel like, I don't know, if you see love as an emotion, which I do feel like it is an emotion, but I'm like, I'm not going to emotionally like you all the time, or I'm not going to have the emotional capacity to like give you what you need all the time. But I mean, that doesn't still mean that I'm not. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I have a all right, case in point. Let's talk about it. All right, boom. So my children's mother, I am not in love with those women. I love those women no matter what, and I'm gonna make sure, like, if they are down on a shit, if I can help them, what?
Those women?
Women. Oh. The fuck, nigga, I just said it.
You said I'm not in love with those women.
I'm not in love with those women. There's more than one.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Nah, I didn't know you said.
Anyway,
right.
I will always make sure, no matter what, because they are my children's mother. No matter what, I'm gonna make sure they're good. That's my love for them. Being in love with them would be, I will be in a relationship. I will work. No, I'm not doing that. But to love you, no matter what, I'm gonna make sure you good, no matter what. And as long as it's in my power, I'm gonna make sure you're good because I love you and my children love you, and we're just gonna make sure you're good.
I disagree with that.
See, that's you. That's you.
I disagree with that.
So then you don't love that woman no more. You know why? You know why? Because no matter what, you know why? Because wait, watch this. You know why? Because your child, no matter what, has to deal with that other parent.
My child supersedes that love.
No, but you know what's crazy? No, but your child, no matter, so your child sees the relationship between you and that person, no matter what.
Agreed.
So as long as you ain't got to be in love with that person, but to love that person and understand, yo, we got a child, we have an obligation, we have this, that, and the other. That's love, no matter what. If you don't love that person, yo, we go through this shit all the time. Our children are not being raised properly because the parents don't love each other properly and they don't give a fuck about each other. So therefore, it's like, oh, whatever you going through, that's what you going through. When he with me, when she with me, she's with me. That's wrong. That's the fucking problem. We go through this shit all the time. All the fucking time. You know why? You could be a deadbeat fucking father. You know how many times that woman put up for this deadbeat ass nigga?
You know how many times a nigga put up for a deadbeat mother?
Listen.
You know how many times a nigga put up for a deadbeat mother?
You're right. All right, let's talk now.
Don't do that.
No, let's talk now. I do both sides. You know that.
Let's go.
You know that. You know I do. Pause. First of all, pause. But you know I speak on both sides. So let's talk about it. Yes, we know about a whole lot of deadbeat women, but we know a whole lot of deadbeat other niggas. Like, what are you talking about? I know a whole lot of niggas. I got female friends. I deal with this shit every fucking day. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna dismiss because you a great father and I'm a great father and anybody else that we know, but we know 100 bad niggas. Bad niggas.
I know 100 bad
that don't give a fuck. Wait, hold on. That don't give a fuck about the well-being of their children's mother. So therefore, they don't care about the fucking children, and they operate and move the same whatever way they move. That's what they do. We know that, bro. So don't dismiss it. See, the difference is when the men actually give a fuck. Hold on. When the men actually give a fuck, when we actually show up, then we care about both sides. We care about your household and our household.
I don't though.
You
Be
do.
honest, I don't.
Honestly, you do.
Honestly,
yo.
I don't.
You
Honestly,
do.
I don't give a fuck about
promise you. I promise you.
I give
you
a
do.
fuck about my child.
I promise you. You do.
About everything else.
I promise you. You do. And the reason why I can prove it. The reason why is because what you did to get your daughter, it wasn't right over there. If it was right over there, you wouldn't go that hard, nigga. What we talking about? Right? Am I bugging?
Yeah, I got it.
Yo, think about it. Yo, JT.
Hold on.
JT, think what I'm saying.
You're right,
everything was right.
Y'all got until after my last court date for y'all to understand what we saying.
But what I'm saying is this. If everything was right over there, you wouldn't have to go that hard to make sure she was over here with you. If everything was right, then we'd be good. Because we want our children to be good. We care about that. So you have to have love for that. You have to have love for that person. Think they're gonna say you have to have love for that person.
But no. Okay,
but I'm not gonna let you drag everything down.
But I care about my child. I don't care about that person.
Nah, you do. You know why you don't care? You know why? You know why? Because she crossed the fucking line that you don't care no more.
Cool.
You dig what I'm saying? Like for instance, my children in Florida. As long as they're like, as long as she's good, they're good. If she would have fucked up at any time, I'm coming to get my phone. You bugging the fuck out. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this shit go down.
So why do you care about her and not your kid?
Because she's important. She's taking care of my kids at that time. If she's not doing it, then I'm coming to get my kids.
So you care about more the kid than the person?
No, I'm gonna care about that person until you fuck up.
Man, I don't give a fuck about
that person. See, that's the whole point.
Be honest, I'm being real. So I don't give a fuck about the person. I care about my kid.
Anymore.
All right.
Anymore. Say the word. Anymore. Because at one point you cared about this person. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Thank you. So what we talking? That's what I'm saying.
Years go apart where it's like from
and the more she started fucking up, and the more she started fucking up, the more you started getting more involved. Like, nah, hold on, there's something wrong, right?
I've always been
involved. If everything was right, if everything's perfect, you couldn't get involved, nigga.
I've always been involved.
Come on, no, I'm talking about getting involved with taking your daughter out. Yo,
I've always been involved with that too.
Warren for the win.
Like, what we talking about?
I've always been involved with that too. No,
I've always been I've been involved with my children since day one.
Sorry,
but I'm sorry. But if any time I felt like she wasn't doing, like, I care about this woman enough, she has my children. I have to care for her.
I do not have to care for her.
You do.
No, I don't. I don't gotta care for her. I don't gotta care for what she does. I don't gotta care for nothing. I care for my kids. As long as she's keeping my kids safe, that's all I care about.
So you have to care for that woman to care, yo.
No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't gotta care for anybody. I don't gotta care for none of y'all. I care for y'all because I want to.
I promise you. Listen. Here's the thing. Listen to me.
What?
I think it does affect the child when there's no care or respect for the parent.
No, see. Actually, you
respect the person.
You know why?
Possibly,
because
yes
watch this. I can prove it right now. So if she was doing everything right, and you said all of this shit in front of your fucking daughter, your daughter will feel some type of fucking way.
Do I still care about her? No.
No, you lose your fucking daughter, so you have to care. You have to. I promise you.
No, I don't.
See, that's the whole. Yo, I promise. Yo,
I don't.
See, you.
Sorry, Mercedes. You said you had to say something. Say what you said.
I already said it.
No, I'm sorry, because we didn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, I feel like in order for it affects the child if the child knows that you don't care anything about the parent. But
that's you being transparent with the parent, with the child.
I feel
like you do care. You have to care something about the parent to allow them to have the child. Because if you didn't care anything about the parent, you wouldn't allow them to have the child. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
hold on. You said if you wasn't transparent with the child, you wouldn't allow them to have the child, right? As a guy, as a man in New York City, dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, I'm not gonna put my business out there. I can't do it yet. We don't have that many rights. We can go through situations where it's like, yo, you care this much, but you don't get shit because the women are worth more than us, to say. And that's not
everywhere. Well,
okay. I'm only talking about my experience. I don't want to talk about anybody else's experience. I don't want to put anything like that, right?
No, but this is a good point somebody made, is what is everybody's definition of care? Because that does change like perspective. I think maybe you're seeing it as a way of like, you still like her, you're still into her. Maybe I'm looking at care in a way of like respect, or like
no respect,
seeing that person is a fit person or like a fit parent.
I don't.
And so I think what she said.
So my thing is, if you was a fit person, I wouldn't do what I do. I wouldn't have to do what I've done. That does not mean I care for you.
You have to.
How? I care for the well-being of my child.
And you have to care for the person that's caring for your child.
So if I go to my extreme extent to do what I want to do because it's not being kept up, I don't care for you. I care for my child. What are you talking about?
I promise you have to care for the person that's caring for your child.
I feel like y'all just going in circles at this point.
I know in normal sense, yeah, Warren, but he's saying
absolutely. You know why? Because if you don't care, if you don't have that relationship with your babysitter, then you can't do certain things.
His situation.
So you want to make sure that there's an emotional attachment to your child.
I'm trying to hear her.
I understand what's happening because in a normal sense, yes. But he's saying that the person who is caring for his child has shown not to care for the child. And so he doesn't care for that person.
And that's what I said. What I'm saying is this. What I'm telling him is if the person was actually caring for the child, then you would care for that person that's caring for your child. That's all I've been saying the whole time. Did I not say that the whole time?
And I'm still going to disagree. I honestly really do not care for that person. No matter what, I don't care.
And JT asks, if the babysitter was caring for your child, do you care for that person? Absolutely.
I care for anybody who cares for my child that I care about. But as the person to me,
but caring is a perception as well.
I don't care about what the fuck. I cannot care about any one of y'all if I don't want to. Am I right or am I wrong?
If the mother of your child cares for your child,
don't do that. Don't look at me.
If the mother of your child cares for your child, but doesn't care for the way you wanted to care, do you still care?
No, I don't care for her.
You said if anybody that cares for your child, you care for.
I can.
I feel like it doesn't help for anybody. The situation doesn't help for everybody to be on the same page.
It's not gonna be because everybody got their different circumstances.
No, I'm just
my circumstances.
No, actually, you have your circumstances.
Everybody has different perceptions of
I honestly don't.
What's being said, and it's clear.
She became
you keep saying where you go wrong, Warren, is you keep saying you need to. For you, that's a necessity, but for him, it's not. That's where y'all keep bumping heads because for you, it makes perfect sense. In his mind, right now,
if you don't care for the person that's taking care of your child, then you don't give a fuck, and you're gonna do what's necessary, which is what he did.
My point exactly.
But I'm telling you, if she was doing right, oh my fucking God, why you not listening? This shit is frustrating. Exactly? Are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm sorry for Spain. I'm sorry, but if she was doing right, if everything was good, no, you're saying that because you're going off of what you feel like right now. That's the whole point.
No.
If she was doing right and everything was good, it wouldn't be like this. That's the whole point. This is my argument.
My relationship with my kids, right?
Think about it. Your mother takes care of your children. You care about your mother. Honestly, if your mother screwed you over this, that, and other, you wouldn't give a fuck, and you wouldn't bring your kids to your mother, right? That's a circumstance. You're a victim of circumstance. So stop saying that no matter what, I don't have to, this, that, and other. You're a victim of circumstance. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
He cares.
At the end of the day,
He cares.
Am I bugging? Like, you're a victim of circumstance.
You're bugging, nigga.
You're a victim of circumstance.
Definitely cares.
The fuck out of here.
So can we finally agree to disagree?
No,
yes, I'm leaving it alone.
Oh, because
I'm leaving it alone.
He definitely cares.
I care?
Justin,
100%.
Shut the fuck up.
We agree to disagree.
Listen, like you just said, if anybody cares for your child, you would care. And if the mother of your child cares for the way that she cares for your child, and you don't accept it, she still cares.
Am I fucking you?
What?
Ask my question. Am I fucking you?
What?
Am I fucking you?
No, nigga.
So there's a difference between when you are intimate with somebody, what you stop caring about. If we have a child, do we have a child together?
Are you fucking the babysitter?
Maybe.
But are you fucking the babysitter?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
See, yo, this
yes or
is
no?
Hold on now. Hold on.
Thank you. I'm leaving it alone. I'm done.
Yes or no?
I'm done with the conversation. Thank you, Justin. You already proved my
Okay,
point.
so
You just said anybody
wait,
that cares for your
okay.
child,
All right.
you would care for.
But there was a question in the air that we kind of strayed from, and I
Yes.
want everybody else's
Okay.
answer so I can say my answer as well.
Okay.
Warren, what does your ideal relationship look like?
Oh, you're going back to that.
Yes, I am.
My ideal relationship is
Hold on, because I got to pee.
Open
I just want to say
relationship.
something before I leave.
open relationship.
Y'all niggas is stupid. I hate y'all.
Yeah, whatever. You
He
love
cares.
us, nigga.
He
You
cares.
fucking,
Fuck both of y'all.
you love us, nigga.
both of
No,
y'all.
you fucking
The
love us,
name
nigga.
of this episode.
You fucking love us,
The
nigga.
name of this
You love
episode
us,
is
nigga.
Justin Cares.
Yo,
Justin Cares 143.
get the fuck
The
out of here,
name of
nigga.
this episode is Justin Cares
Anyway.
143.
Anyway, my ideal relationship. You know what? I'm not even gonna say open relationship because you know why? I'm still working on me, so therefore I don't even know what my ideal relationship is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm
So
really
you can
working
leave
on
it at
I'm
that.
really working on myself, and I've been working, and I don't know what I want anymore. So therefore, I've been taking a step back, and I'm just being single, and I don't know what's my ideal relationship. I don't know.
Kevin?
I don't have an ideal relationship either because it's like I'm enjoying dating. I'm enjoying going out to dinners and meeting, new talent.
I don't say it like that, bro. Damn, why you do that?
And I was gonna say like
Kevin,
that. Look at her face.
Kevin,
Look at her face.
Kevin, wait, no, run that back.
Damn, Kev.
Run that back. Run that back.
New talent, yeah, new talent. Because it's
Is
just
that
like,
cold?
nah, I mean, listen, it's perception. It's perception. I mean,
Wait, I can't.
listen.
What is she? I can't even hear what she's saying.
What did you say?
Strike two, Kev.
I'm gonna stay on strike two though, but like personally, it's like I just like I like dating. I like meeting new women, and I like to get to know personalities at different levels, and I don't like being told that I can't see multiple women, I don't like being told that. So I mean, I don't know my ideal relationship yet, but I do know that
Want to see other bitches?
huh? You said what?
Want to see more than one chick?
Yeah, I want to see more. And I'm okay with the woman being the same way that she wants to see multiple guys.
I like it. Yes.
He's
I'm
actually dating.
Yes.
saying so. Like I'm okay with that. I'm saying it is
I'm
what it
happy
is.
for you.
And until there's a ring on it, then that's when it's like dedicated. Like you're the one, But at the end of the day, it's like when you're young. If you're young, and everything still works. Put it to use.
My shit still works. I'm old.
Put it to use.
Y'all niggas is dumb.
You still love her.
Back on you, Justin. You ready to
Justin, yeah,
Or you
ideal
want me to go
relationship.
first?
I mean, my ideal relationship?
Yeah.
My ideal relationship is something without both of y'all stupid ass niggas next to me because y'all niggas is dumb.
You love her.
Hate these niggas, bro.
Justin,
I swear to God.
I love you, bro.
Fuck both of y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Nephew.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I'm sorry. These niggas is fucking stupid.
So, Justin, you really don't know what your ideal relationship is?
No, I think my ideal relationship changes.
Every day.
Yeah, I think it does.
It's like a butterfly.
Butterflies change every day?
Damn near.
Wow.
You don't last that long, though. You don't last that long.
This nigga is dumb, bro. I swear to
You don't last
God.
that long.
I feel like men never know what their ideal relationship is, and then that's why the women we have a hard time when we be trying to.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. I have something else. Wait, wait.
why you
Because I
say
think
that?
we're
Hold
going
on.
in the same direction, and I want to answer. I want to ask my question.
Justin is
y'all.
what you call a born-again virgin.
Okay, y'all ready?
Oh, I'm born again virgin?
Born again
I've
virgin.
been like that 20 times.
All right, I
baby.
need y'all to listen. I need y'all to listen, like for real. Listen to my question, and I want y'all to.
I didn't get to
seriously-
finish my answer though.
You're not gonna. It's all right. Your moment's passed.
See, this is what they do.
What you mean?
Of course, it's controversial. Hold on. As a man, y'all just said for y'all reasons that y'all don't know what y'all ideal relationship is.
No, I didn't.
But
Wait,
no.
No, she's talking me in cap.
Oh, I didn't.
So my question is, it's a lot of men that don't know what their ideal relationship is. They can't see where they want their relationship to go because they don't know how they want it to be.
I don't know how that went there, but I don't know how that went there, but
Listen.
I'm gonna let you. Yeah.
So society says the man's role is to protect and provide and to lead. So if you can't tell me what your ideal relationship looks like to you, how can you expect me to follow you?
Oh,
my! Thank you.
But I
shoot
say
at
that-
them niggas right there.
But I
shoot,
say-
shoot at them niggas. My
You know
fault,
what?
sorry. That was
Good,
good.
good.
That was
I
good.
say that because my time spent in Texas.
Oh, that's where you was at. You was shooting at niggas like that?
May I start?
Welcome to
Are
God's,
you finished or
No.
welcome to God's
Okay.
country,
So-
by the way.
A lot of men feel like if a woman doesn't follow their lead, like it's an issue. Like, I have to follow you. Like, but Texas guys is different. Like, they're fucking different. Like, their love comes with possession and, you know, the whole role playing with the you got the house shit and I'd make the money and you do what I say. And but it's no direction. So, you know.
Let me know when I'm good.
You can go.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
shit.
do this. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this. All right, boom. So I was raised as a man that takes care of the household, protects, provides, and does everything that you're supposed to do outside the household and all that, right? So here's the problem: when you are raised that way, right, and then when women want other, and you now come into conflict with women that want other, but you are ready to protect, provide, and take care of and do all that, right? So now you have to readjust. So the reason why I don't know what my ideal relationship is because usually I would want to protect and provide no matter what. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want us to take care of until, like I say, I'm taking care of, and they go, I can do this shit myself, and this, that, and that. Fuck, like we don't want to hear that.
I don't
We
know.
know you can take care of yourself. We know that. We know that you can do whatever you want to do no matter what. But to throw it in our faces is different.
You know, I agree.
So therefore, we stop dealing with that. Because trust me, my last 3 relationships, forget about all I can take care of. You didn't have to, but if you wanted to go to work and do this, that, and the other, you can do whatever you wanted to do. You didn't have to. There's not many men that can sit there and talk this bullshit and all that. You didn't have to, but you chose to. So now when you choose to, now I have to reconstruct my idea of that relationship, right?
Yeah. But now,
So wait, hold on. So wait, I'm gonna tell you one. So right, this is what I told one. Listen, she had my child. I said, all right, listen, If you're asking me, I would love for you to stay home at least until the children are of age so that they can take care of themselves. So that if certain things go on, like I don't have to take off of work, you can go do this, that, and the other. And when they're of age to do, like come home and do all that, go back and do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if you don't want to do that, let's sit down and figure it out. So she didn't want to do that. I said, all right, do me a favor. Don't go to work on nights and don't go to work on weekends because those are my times off and I would love to spend time with you. You know what she did? She got a job working nights and weekends. You ruined the relationship. I asked you, you didn't have to do that. You could have, wait, hold on. You could have took your time. You could have took your time. You didn't have to do anything. You could have took your time to do whatever you wanted to do. But you chose to do this, that, and other. All right, so this is the reason. There was a reason why I'm saying this. Because while you were, pregnant, nursing, taking care of a child, this, that, maternity leave, all that, I was handling this. I took care of it. There's not men that's not, like, most men will sit there and go back to work. As soon as they say your 6 weeks is out, go. You're done. Go back to work, do this, that, and other. Nah, you can take all the time you need, this, that, and other. I would love for you to stay home. So
Sadie's has something to say about this.
So therefore, when you chose to go back to work, I was like, listen, I understand. I am not holding you back. I would never hold you back. Can you do me a favor? Can you take your time to find a job that's not interrupting our time? Our time. Nights and weekends. I work days. If you work nights, we don't see each other. I'm off on weekends. If you work weekends, we don't see each other. She chose nights and weekends. I never saw her. You know what she did? Every weekend, I was hanging out with everybody else, this and other. Years later, she was like, you was hanging out with this person, that person, other person. I said, yo, you had to work weekends. What was I supposed to do? You got up at 11 o'clock at night. Every weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Every fucking weekend. Those are my only 2 days off.
I got you.
Yeah, you chose to do this, that, and other. You could have took your time. I didn't say rush back to work because I had you. The only person that didn't rush back to work, not for nothing, is right now. And she didn't rush back to work. She took her time. We still go through our bullshit or whatever, but she did not rush to go back to work. She makes sure that my daughter's good. She takes her to school. I take my daughter to school more often because my daughter wants daddy to take her to school. Not that, you had to take her to school. It was like, yo, just take your time. Figure out what you want to do. You don't have to do that. And most men don't offer that. So therefore, when you ask me, what do I want in a relationship? This is the reason why I say I don't know, because I offered my opinion and all that shit. And then every time I got stepped on and this, that, and other. And there was one person that actually offered that, but we're not in a relationship anymore. Boom.
Let's let her go.
Woo. Okay, let me just say this. This is something, women aren't stupid. This is the thing. A lot of people don't understand, but it's like when it comes to women, it's like a trust thing. If we feel like that we can't trust y'all, we're not about to just like stop.
Trust with what though? Just clarify. Trust with what?
Trust. For instance, you're talking about, oh, I'm gonna stay. You can stay home, and I'm gonna let you figure it out, and I'll take care. No, because we're not gonna be in a relationship, right? And then the first time I piss you off, you're gonna want me to get a job, and you're gonna be mad, and then I'm not. The money is gonna stop anyway. And well, hold on. I waited, and then there's like. The thing about men think we're stupid. We don't know. Y'all aren't gonna claim us. You're not gonna try to be in a relationship with us. And then it's even a slap in the face that you would take care of me but not want to be with me. That's a slap in the face to a woman like me. And I'm like, you think that you're doing me a good thing by allowing me to have some time off or whatever and not have to work. No, that's not doing me a good thing, because why would I want another man to take care of me that's not gonna even be with me. But all I wanted to say is that women really do operate by trust. And if I can't trust you, women aren't stupid. Men want variety. That's why they're like, oh yeah, I'll do this for you. You know, I'm trying to. No, you need to figure out what you want. And that's the reason why y'all men cannot figure out what type of relationship you want. Because honestly, I don't feel like a lot of y'all want one.
I'm not gonna lie.
I disagree with that last part.
I'm not gonna lie.
I disagree with that because I spoke on what I wanted from jump. I spoke on what I wanted from jump, and things changed on her end. I spoke on everything, and no matter what, I didn't knock it. I didn't say nothing. I made sure she was good. I still make sure she's good. The only difference is my other children down south. Yo, listen, I don't give a fuck about their mother. My children.
But I can't say that.
Hold on.
But I can't say that.
Hold on. My children are of age where they can ask for and this, that, and the other. And I did care. No, I cared, and I still I still love that woman, and I still listen to me. Listen to me. I still care for that woman, but as far as talking to her, I don't talk to her. I don't say nothing to her. She came up here last month or whatever to handle her business. I spoke to her briefly. Keep it moving. I still care for you in that manner, but there's reasons why. It has nothing to do with my children. That's why.
Okay.
She took care of my children. She made sure my children were good. So no matter what, yes, I care for her in that manner. But as far as a personal relationship between me and you, now I'm good because you move differently. There's a reason why you move differently, and you get mad every time I say no. If you want to talk about it. That's what we talk about. That's the reason why I don't care. Because every time she sit there, she show up to me, she's like, yo, I want to be with you, this, that, and the other. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And she gets an attitude, she don't talk to me. So that's why I don't care. Since you want to talk about it.
It's okay.
Now what? Exactly.
I said the same shit.
Exactly. You're talking about something different. I'm talking about the fact that she wants to still be with me and I won't do it. That's the whole point. I was trying to chill, but this is what you want to bring out. Whatever. Anyway.
Can I?
Yeah. You know me, nigga. You know me. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit, yo. I'm gonna talk my shit, yo. I promise you, my children's mothers, I care for them. I really do care for them.
You do not.
I wanna make because my children have to be around them, so therefore I care about her well-being.
You care for them. I care about your kids, nigga. Like,
no, I care about her well-being because my child has to be around that. No matter what, if her well-being is fucked up and my children have to be around that, that's fucked up. That's a fucked up situation.
Happiness?
What are you talking about? If she's not happy, if she's fucked up, if she's miserable, matter of fact, she's a junkie and she's all that shit, no, I don't want you to be around that, right? Let's talk about it. So I won't give a fuck about that. No, get my kids away from that. But if you are taking care of my children, you are making sure my kids are good and all that shit, I care that you are good. I don't have to deal with you and none of that, but I care that you're good. And the minute that you're not good, I want to come for my kids.
Can you pick me?
Do you care about your kids' happiness?
Excuse me. Warren, can you pick me?
I've been asking.
Go ahead, Justin.
Isn't that the reason when I did what I did?
That's my point, bro.
So that means I don't give a fuck about the person.
But what I care about
my child.
Yo, listen to what I'm saying. Yo, am I bugging?
But what if your child wants happiness on both sides?
Brandi, am I bugging? Yo, JT, you laughing because you understand what I'm saying, yo. Am I bugging? I've been saying this the whole.
You're bugging.
Yo, I just said this.
He refuses to answer me.
Yo, I've been saying this shit the whole. I don't want to talk about it no more. This is why I stopped talking about it before because you're missing the point. What I'm saying. If she was doing right by, I just said the same thing.
No check. You don't have no.
You don't want to answer it. You don't want to answer it.
You can't have a checkmate. You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
You're my son.
What?
Wait, what happened?
Wait, I don't know.
Can we get back to the relationship?
What the fuck? Wait, no.
This nigga's a cornball.
We got a confession on the pod?
Yo, this nigga is cornball, bro.
Yo, what is this?
Just drink it, nigga. That's all we got left. That's all we got left. That's all we got left.
I don't need this. You see, I'm already hyped. Like,
okay. Fact. Anyway,
I'm sorry, everybody out there.
No, we haven't. This is a great conversation.
Yeah,
like,
I disagree with
Mercedes. You disagree with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like, not to say that you're wrong for feeling how you feel about it and anything, but I disagree with you. I had the pleasure of meeting great men.
Me? No, I'm so weird. I'm sorry.
Well, the
I
truth
feel like that was the moment.
I'm not sorry.
I feel like that was the
about
moment.
me.
That was the moment. I'm sorry.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck all that. Me. You know what I do?
That was the moment.
No, fuck that. You know how much I would do
I'm
anything for you.
Listen,
you know how much I do anything for my kids.
everybody watching, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was the moment.
Besides Justin,
right.
say that.
That was the moment.
That definitely wasn't the
me,
moment.
though.
But
I ain't gonna lie
you
to
know,
you.
you seen an opportunity, you took it. You got it.
Good job, Warren.
But no, I've met a lot of great men who, like Warren, provides and takes care of everything. And
thank you.
I also, unfortunately, seen
Bum-ass
the
niggas.
aftermath of the people that they chose to do that for.
Okay.
Because it's all about
I
choice with relationships, friendships, associates, workplace,
That's a great
family.
point.
It's all about who you choose. Like, you can sit here and say like, oh, men are like this and men are like that. I think you said men like variety, like all men like variety and stuff like that. Honestly, it's a lot of guys out there that like variety. But there are men out here who won't cheat.
That's true. I know.
Like,
I
it
know a
is
few of them.
men out here who do not cheat.
It's not
I'm
me.
talking about like,
It's not me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not me.
is a lot of men out here that's not gonna do that. But because
it's not me.
we see a lot of back and forth with relationships and shit like that, and everybody's playing the blame game and nobody want to hold accountability for themselves. The good men out there just kind of falls back, and all we really see is fuck niggas.
You know the crazy thing about that? Like, no funny shit, and I'm scared to be with someone. I'm scared to be in love again. Because
Yeah,
of that.
a lot of people are, but the thing is, no.
I'm scared to show somebody that I care so much.
We're living in a time with love is being played.
I can't.
I told you,
we're
love.
living in a time
love
where
is
love
a
is
beautiful
being played
thing.
with.
Being in love. Do you know what the problem is?
Did you just arm me? Hold on, I'm gonna say,
we've been talking about men for so long. You know what? Not for nothing. Y'all women ain't shit, yo.
That's true.
Can we talk about it?
That's true.
Can we talk about it?
I mean,
no. Hold on. Can we talk about it?
And I had said this before. We're living in a time where love is being played with. And I said this before, that women are trying to be like men right now.
Yeah.
Let
me say something.
I mean, say y'all. I'm sorry. Women ain't shit.
Listen.
I'm not incorporating y'all. Like, a lot of women ain't shit.
I'm not. If it's not, oh, Brandi, you ain't shit. It's not.
Identifies as a Brandi.
Yeah, I am who I am. All women, y'all women, those women, females, bitches, all that.
Yeah,
that's not. That don't include me.
It doesn't include me either.
Okay, honestly, I don't know you, so I don't know what you've been with, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't think all women are like that. I think we have to, as usual, we have to stand in the gap when there is one.
You know what's crazy? Men stand in the gap too, but we don't get recognition for it. Women, y'all get praised for doing the shit that men do also, but men don't get the recognition.
Let's talk about it.
And enough is enough with the bullshit. Like,
let's talk about
it. Enough is enough with the double standards. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got time.
I'm sick of it. Yeah,
exactly. All right, listen.
I'm sick of it.
Time out. So we got 9 more minutes. We're gonna end it at 12. We're gonna do one last question. You want it or Mercedes? Either one of y'all two ladies, y'all can have the last question.
Get them both questions. I don't have a question. Let them
both
ask questions.
I want them to end it. It's 12 o'clock. It's gonna be 12. Mercedes, you can end it if you want with a good question. Brandi, you can end it also. Y'all can both have a question.
My question is, what is this? What y'all got me drinking?
Just drink it, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
That's pitorro, man.
Mercedes, you want to go first?
English, I don't know.
I want Brandi to ask a question with her.
You want?
Huh?
She said she wants you to ask the question.
I don't know. This was a different Brandi that we getting. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what I said.
No, she know.
She took a long walk on the highway.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Texas was a long way. You came back.
You
came back.
You walked to Texas?
I missed the Brandi that was shaking her leg when I was talking about shit that day. She about to flip everything in the.
You did the Forrest Gump
not
shit?
gonna lie to you. I like this Brandi because Brandi would have fucked us up before. So.
No, she'd have fucked you up. Never. She never fucked me up.
I didn't disagree with that.
She would never fuck me up. I'd beat Brandi up. I don't care.
I don't know.
Didn't know about that.
I would beat Brandi up. I don't give a fuck what she talking about.
Mercedes, what was your last question?
She wanted me to ask a question.
I want Brandi to ask the question. Brandi has been doing it.
Shit.
Brandi done.
I don't know because the last topic was relationships, and I'm kind of above the relationship topic now, so I don't really want to talk about relationships no more.
Can a female have sex with another man and still love her man?
Y'all don't get post-nut syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm about to say absolutely.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Mercedes, can you cheat and still love your man?
I can't.
I'm about to say Mercedes is a child of God. She can't.
I mean, guys
sorry.
do it.
I
thought we was gonna stop with the double standards.
This is on a practical
As a
level.
guy, you can go fuck another female and still love your girl.
I feel like it depends on what you give during sex.
Hold on. So
wait.
Whoa.
So what's the answer then?
So
exactly.
Hold on.
So like if you just fucking then you can still love your
with a
girl.
condom, it don't count.
I feel like it depends on who you are because some women, they have the ability to like meter what they give during sex. There's women like me that it's like I can't like meter that. It just
You're giving all of you and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah, sometimes I give like 1%.
I don't give 1%.
That's
we're not even gonna talk about it right now. This is not the appropriate time.
I'm
to
not
talk
gonna
about
lie, you should be embarrassed for saying that.
This is not the appropriate
They come
time.
back to me. Hold on, you wait too long. You don't think nobody come back?
Brandi, do you agree with what I said though?
Huh?
Do you agree with what you said?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold it. Did they see that? Did they see that?
She didn't see because it was on the camera.
Oh my God! Like
I feel like women are just different in how they manage.
I mean,
I know some.
My perception of it is different. Like, I get what you're saying, though. I get it. And I don't disagree with it because I know there's women out there like that. But it's also women out here that can do it. Like,
no, but yeah, I agree.
I just feel telling y'all love is infinite. Like,
I know a couple women.
I
like there's some that can do it. There's some that can't.
I think what it is a lot of women can't separate the emotion from the action.
But there's a lot of men like that.
Yeah, there
I
are
feel like
a lot of females who can separate the emotion from the action.
So my thing is, so I've been seeing this thing on Instagram, which is the most dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's like, oh yeah, they go up to guys and women, do body counts count, right? We had this conversation the other week, right? Then we have this shit like when the girls was here about body count.
I might have not.
You was here.
I was here.
Was it?
No, I don't think I was.
Right?
Yeah,
I was body counts count, right? If I met you like that or whatever, whatever. I'm a type of person that feels like women like sex as much as men like sex. I love to do shit the way you love to do shit. If you met me who I am, I met you who you are. That's what it was. It's like, I'm okay with that.
A lot of men act like women aren't supposed to be
sexual
unless it's with them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, nigga, you the fuck?
I
Like,
don't give a fuck about a body count. None of that
I don't
shit.
give.
Like,
Listen. I will never
show
ask a
up
girl.
and show out.
I don't get. Listen, just show me what
That's a
you
red
learn,
flag
baby.
conversation.
Show up and show out.
It's a red flag conversation.
Why?
To ask how many bodies you have?
Oh, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's
that
a
is.
red
I
flag.
thought you meant something different. I apologize. But yeah,
I feel like why would you want to know that other than to like?
It doesn't matter though. Do you care
Yeah,
about how
it's
many
not
people I
like-
slept with?
Like, it's like,
Like, would you care? Like, if we was in it, we were talking. Would you care about how many people I slept with?
No.
Exactly. What does that matter?
that was way before. That don't got nothing to do.
After is
That don't got
shouldn't
nothing
be
to
no
do.
after.
I mean,
Unless
I
it's a
guess
global
like
relationship, then
if
yeah.
people is asking it in the sense to like,
If y'all leave me
get more
alone, I
information
promise you,
on
if y'all
like
leave me
your
alone.
current health and shit like that, because
Y'all
there
leave me
are
alone.
like people out here that's like really on their health and shit like that, and they want to know like if you're sleeping around with multiple people,
Agreed. No,
they
agreed.
will want to know like if you're being protected, if you're going to
Yeah,
the
that's
doctor,
you
if you're
should
doing.
be.
But
The
a
question,
lot of people, huh?
I feel like then the question then should be, well, let's go get tested instead of trying to know all my business.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but
And can I
a
trust
lot
you?
of
Like,
people
what's
just
going on? Like,
no, but a lot of people don't use it in that sense. That's what I was
true.
saying.
I agree.
But that's what I would like if I'm asking, like, nigga, you dirty? Like, I mean,
That's how you
Ice
ask
Spice,
them and
that's
they
what
get
she said.
tested?
That's what
no,
Ice
but
Spice
like,
said. She said we both were in the Bronx. I know you dirty.
well,
Pause.
That's what she said. That was wild. Like I ain't understand that because I ain't a dirty nigga.
Body count 444. This nigga crazy. I don't know who this is.
It's Vlad TV.
It's Vlad.
Get Vlad over here because
I
this
don't know who
that's
the
not
fuck that
Vlad.
is.
Vlad said black men don't cheat.
good night.
Said it twice too.
Listen, it's 12
Mm.
o'clock. Mercedes, I just want to say thank you for coming up here, being candid, letting us
Yeah,
talk
thank
to you.
Thank you for hanging out with
Just
us.
being
Because,
yourself.
yeah.
If there's anything that we can do as a team or individuals, or if you want to hit us up, that we can push whatever you got going on, please let us know. We are more than welcome to do that. We want to support you as much as you support us. So we appreciate you for coming on and talking. I didn't know that this second part was gonna happen, but it's fun.
No, I had fun with y'all. Thank you, James, Brandi, Justin, Kevin, and Warren. I got all y'all.
Wow! That's a
I got all
consultant.
She got it.
She got it.
She wrote it down when we was.
No, actually, she
I'm
wasn't. She
joking.
looked. She
I'm
did. She
joking,
thought about it.
bro. I'm joking. Relax.
I'm on her side.
There was no side, nigga. I was
I'm on her
joking.
side.
I can't with you.
No more. You
But
acting different.
whatever you have going on, please let us know. If we can make it, we are gonna go to Atlanta. So if we can do that shit one day, we would love to meet up and do this in person because I think you're an amazing person. JC, get on them. Whoa, pause.
Juicy? I'm gonna give you a t-shirt that say juicy on it.
Nah, I caught myself though.
Nigga said, get on the mic.
I didn't say. I said get on the.
He said, JT,
Get on the mic.
Whoa, pause.
Appreciate you coming on. Definitely was a pleasure having you on the show. I hope that everybody who was watching learned something tonight.
Absolutely.
You definitely gave
It's a great conversation.
a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge, all for free. You ain't even charge us for any consulting, any advice. So definitely, this is definitely how we push the culture forward, is by giving the people the information and tools to better their situations. And I think that's what this conversation tonight was this is why it was important. You know, so I hope this isn't the last time we see you on our show. And I'm looking forward to collaborating with you more in the future.
Well,
Thank
I was
you
going to
so
ask her how she felt about
Sincerely.
being on the pod. Like, nobody asked her that.
No, I didn't. I was
Exactly.
No,
How do you feel about being on the pod? Like,
it was so fun. I definitely want to come back. You guys are great. And I like the fact that it's very controversial to get different opinions. I like that.
Thank you.
Fuck Justin.
So can I just be honest with you real quick?
Hell yeah.
Fuck Justin.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck this
Like
guy.
when you go
Fuck this guy.
All right, fuck me. No homo.
Pause.
Yo, he said it numerous times.
Fuck
too.
me, nigga, fuck me. Anyway, I'm talking, Mercedes. Like, I just want you to understand, like, what we do here is not scripted. Like, we don't go through a thing where we don't.
That was crazy.
It was crazy, nigga. Shut up. We just like actually we go. You know what made us more better was your vibe, and your vibe was amazing. So what me and Warren was talking about earlier today, I called him. I'm like, yo, what we gonna talk about? He goes, yo, you know what she give us, we're gonna give it back. Like, this is who we are. We give you what you give us, and we are here to like feed off of you. Like, you're more than just that tweet. So we're gonna make sure that you understand that you're more than just that tweet. You're a person. Like,
Justin going for Emmy. He going for Emmy right now. Yeah, that was. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the Emmy right there. Like,
I don't know whether to like cry or
no, don't cry. We want you back. You want you to come back. We want you.
That nigga Justin went for the Emmy right there. That was it.
Give me my Emmy. I don't want an Emmy.
I don't know what they got to get a podcast award because this nigga Justin about to get the podcast award.
I can't even give you my
Nah,
I can't even give you the flowers because he want to be dumb.
That was that
you're
was
more
great,
than just that tweet. I'm glad that we got to know you a little bit more. I would love to get you to get to know you a little bit more than that. Whenever you want to come up here, you got something to say, please hit us up and let's do it again.
Thank you.
That was it?
No, I had a great time.
You got to make a space for us in Atlanta so that we can do a podcast in Atlanta.
We already got a space. We got a space.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to her now. See?
He always
damn, like, I want you to get your Emmy. Can I get mine?
Y'all are out of control.
See?
Yes, so when you hear you guys come in Atlanta, please let me know.
Gotcha. Anybody else got anything to say?
Bring Brandi.
Brandi, come in.
Brandy's gonna walk there.
No, she will not. Don't do her.
No, I mean, she took that walk to Texas and found peace. She's gonna find a walk to Atlanta.
Right? Yo, I promise you, this is a different Brandi.
I don't know who this Brandi is. Brandi might fuck you up right now more than what she used to fuck you up before. I have no idea. Just don't do it to yourself. Thank you. Anything else y'all gotta say, Sarah? Because
I was saying shout out to Brandi because like
I did.
Her first day back and she showed up, showed out. She kept it poised and we had great conversation. Yes, absolutely. We appreciate you.
Definitely. You caught me by surprise. I even noticed
I know. He was like, who the fuck is that? And it was like this.
I'm farsighted, man, so I can't see. but yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm about to say. Good.
And, thank you.
No, she froze on the camera. Thank you. We appreciate you, JT. You good? All right. I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna let you know the spot and all that.
All right.
Talk about everything after. Have a good night. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Good night.
Thank you.
I don't have a couple of but yeah.
Yo, let me ask one last question before we get out of here.
Can I say something before you ask your question?
What's the first thing you do after you have sex?
Wipe my dick off. No, I'm joking. No, actually, no. That's real shit. I wipe my dick off.
After that, nigga, you know the obvious.
First thing you do
after you have sex.
I take a piss.
Take a look at my dick.
Take a look at it?
Take a look at it.
To see
what's on it. Like,
I was looking at my dick before. Like what?
No, because
you wasn't looking at it before.
No, because when I'm done, I'm taking a look at it, see if there's cum on it or if there's blood on it.
You're supposed to look at it before.
If you don't know there's cum on it, you did not do a good job.
Take a look at it. I take a look at it.
So you mean after we done cleaned up all that?
After that, after sex, nigga, what did I do?
I said after sex, nigga. I told you.
After you pull out.
I used the bathroom. I got to pee.
I gotta be
Listen, if y'all don't know, hold on. If y'all don't know this, if y'all in the audience don't know this, the first thing you should do after sex is use the fucking bathroom. There's something wrong with y'all. Figure it out. You have to pee.
You gotta pee.
You have to fucking pee.
After you pee, Warren,
why you
what
looking
do
at
you
me
do?
like that, Kev?
I'm talking about when he's talking about when you're done. So I'm thinking about at the moment
I wipe. Nigga, I wipe my fucking dick
No.
off, man.
What he means is after.
It depends on who I'm with.
Okay.
When does after start?
After you wipe her back off.
Wipe
Or
her face
stomach.
off.
It might be stomach or face.
Now,
Yeah,
after
you right.
you wipe it off, what do you do?
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
And do what? Y'all just pee? I take a shower.
No.
I light
I
a
don't
hookah.
shower.
I do all that.
First of all, I'm not gonna lie to you.
First
If
of all,
I'm lit,
first of all,
hold on.
first of all,
If I'm
first of all,
lit,
I put it on the sink.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If
Put what on
I'm
the sink?
lit,
My meat on the sink and clean it off.
I'm not
will
gonna lie to
never
you.
use your sink again.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, if I'm lit,
so the sink is full.
if we dumb lit,
That's
if
why
it's
it's low.
if it's drunk sex,
so the sink is low.
we gonna clean up in the morning. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nigga,
Why
my
do you think the bathroom sink is lower than the kitchen sink?
What?
For that reason.
No, it's not. Who the fuck told you?
It's like a bidet.
No, it's not.
Yo, listen,
No, the bidet
everybody
is
out
for.
there, man.
But the bidet for the ass.
This one, we gotta
161
take
featuring
this
the
shit out, yo.
Mercedes.
Nah, this thing is
Listen,
bugging.
we are out of here. These niggas spoke about dick as a bidet. I
didn't say shit. I didn't say nothing about a bidet.
We love y'all. Anybody got? Just end this shit, please. Warren, get your.
First of all, I wasn't finished my conversation, but we ain't want to be, but thank God we ain't used to be. Nigga,
Kevin,
fuck
you don't get a say right now. Nigga said he puts his dick in the sink like a bidet.
On the sink.
It's
On the
over.
sink. They just say on the sink.
How can you never do that, man?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm not using your sink no more.
So
either,
ain't
nigga.
shit on me.
Yo, we going to Bridges? Because I honestly want to go to Bridges.
Yo,
Like,
bucket on you, niggas.
Yeah, we out. Listen, man, we love y'all, man. Listen, not for nothing,
Look,
Mercedes
bro.
Johnson. Please, everybody, go follow her. She's an amazing person.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we can get her back on here. She did all this shit for free. Thank you for just blessing us with your experience and your conversation and everything like that. We gonna be here for you, whatever you gotta do. One thing I really have to say is thank you to this one person.
Me, nigga.
One person. Fuck you. I haven't been around this one person in so long. I haven't seen her in so long. It just made my fucking
Damn, I don't even get
year.
this love, my nigga. Like, what the fuck kind of shit?
Like, I love you so much. Come here, man.
On camera.
On camera.
Yo, hold on,
Fuck
hold on.
outta
There
here.
was one time
What are
he
you
ain't seen him
talking
almost
about
4
on
years.
camera?
That's what I'm saying. This
I
is bullshit,
haven't
man.
seen you. I'm happy you're back.
I
I don't
didn't
know
get this
how
kind of
long you're
hug.
back for,
You gotta take that walk
but
to the
at the end of the
California.
day, I missed you.
First of all, the question
I'm
is, are you
glad
coming to
you was
Bridges?
here for this.
You coming to Bridges?
Yes, she's coming wherever we go. We love y'all. JT, what you gotta say? He don't gotta say nothing.
Y'all welcome for me blessing y'all with my presence.
Yo, stop talking like that. First of all, next week, don't talk like this. No, I need the old Brandi bag. I need the hostile for a second.
No,
for
Hard
what?
Rock Hell gonna be crazy.
So what? I need it.
I got my
need
money
it.
on Brandi.
I don't even know how
Yo,
the fuck. Why are
we
you
outta
talking like
here.
this?
We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.